social media claim. I got sucked, I was minding my own business till I got sucked, just because I'm not a status shill. You can post pics that'll make a grown man ill, but don't criticize a candidate who's on the bill. Well, I never call for any acts of violence, not even when the arguments get real intense. You're playing a bunch of Nazis doesn't make no sense, and for the record, I still don't like Donald Trump and Michael Pence. No, all I ever did was post a finding means for anarchist teams, I feel their anarchist dreams, cause I don't have no world domination schemes, and I don't need a chopper to get all those lovely commie streams. They say Facebook needs to be a safe space, but if they hated my face so much, why didn't they just click some other place? I got sucked, everything was fine until one day I got sucked, they just took the whole damn page away. I'll never submit to what they tell me to say, and if you think it's so offensive, well, I think you're probably right. Sucked! I had a girl named Andrea Cavallini. For short, I always called her ANCAP. She tried promoting liberty on Tumblr, but all the statists there were giving her crap. They told her she should move to Somalia. The same stupid argument we all know. But it hit me like a SWAT team on a drug raid when they finally forced her to go. Come back and cap. We'll set up our own voluntary world, and wherever we go, we won't need no roads, and you'll be my ANCAP girl. Now Andrea Cavallini's still so far away, and I'm still fighting all her battles online. And even if I gotta join her in Somalia, I'm gonna prove she's still consensually mine. One day we'll all opt out of the government. It'll crumble under its own dead weight. Cause dreams do come true. Darling, I believe in you. I'll always read you ain't out of vain. Come back and tap. I'll mine all the Bitcoin in the world. We'll never turn right or left. Taxation will always be theft, and you'll be my ANCAP girl. Come back and tap. These companies everywhere make me want to hurl, but our love will always be strictly voluntary, and you'll be my ANCAP girl. Yeah, you'll be my ANCAP girl. You'll always be my ANCAP girl. Way down here in Ancapistan, we protect the land the best we can. If I catch you violating an app, you're gonna have a bad mishap. Well, I don't want no trouble, see, this is the land of liberty. If you respect your fellow man, I welcome you to Ancapistan. You'll love the roads my business pays. No, we don't use kids as slaves. Watch out for my cousin Keith, cause that dude's armed right to the teeth. Back in the shed, my nephew Lou, perfecting his self-defensive news. You can double check his plan. You're welcome here in Ancapistan. know, but I've been told this hill we're built on's full of gold. That sounds interesting to you. I'm putting together a mining crew. Way back in the woods there's a moonshine still. So sign this form and drink your fill. If you're more of a marijuana fan, there's plenty here in Ancapistan. Now if you live life peacefully, you'll get along just fine with me. But if you're a commie, I'll be clear, we'll chopper you right out of here. I'm off to guard my poppy field, you'd be surprised at the crop it yields. So hop on into my unmarked van, I'll take you down to Ancapistan.
Oh man.
Hey, woo! I'm so big. I should
too
sit
big?
back.
I can make it smaller.
I feel like I am a little large.
Hey,
Yeah,
happy Friday
hi.
night. Welcome
Happy
to Liberty
Friday.
Late Night.
Happy Friday. Happy
fix
Friday.
this.
Liberty Late Night. I'm Mary. This is Dave. We're doing our thing. This
Yeah.
is what we do. Come and
Amazing.
hang out with everybody.
Hopefully-
Talk to folks.
Oh, I still have that open.
Oh, look at you, got a new drink counter. Awesome. Yay. I also feel like I'm going to just do a thing to the webcam real quick. Do you mind if I just do one of these? Wait, it would be more like
I'm about to change it anyway.
that, right? I feel like...
Yeah, you can't turn it.
Oh, you can't turn it. Okay, good thing I did that. Because it didn't do anything. How's everyone doing? We're so excited tonight. We have Liberty Doll coming on to chat with us. And, you know, we just love getting to know people. And, of course, for all of you who've been here before, you know that my children are still awake.
They know when it's stream night.
In their beds, talking to each other. It's better than the would you rather questions they were asking each other last night. I was hanging out with my neighbor
that's
on
fun.
our porch, and I said, oh, we get to listen to all these would you rather sweat mustard or poop watermelons kind of thing, you know, but that's okay. They're kids, and that's the fun stuff. So I'm just looking at the comments I can see right now, and I see Bo Wright talking about Voodoo Ranger Imperial IPA. I do not think I've ever had that before. Voodoo Ranger. Is that the brand?
No.
No, that's who makes that then?
Can't remember.
Oh,
I know
okay.
of it though.
Okay.
That's better.
All right. Yay! Dave always looks so short, but he's not short. I need some comments in my life. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Yep. I feel like I look better on this monitor than over there. Like that looks.
I don't know.
I look pretty.
I don't know what's going out.
I prefer my
Alright, I'm
coloring
just
on this one
jump,
here.
'cause this is-
Yeah. Oh boy. Okay. Oh, New Belgium. Thank you. Thank you.
Belgium.
Thank you.
I have to figure out where my YouTube comments are.
All right. We got to find the YouTube comments. Hi, Jerry Tree, Seth Davis. Garrett is here. Jay Vunk. Bo Wright says New Belgium. Awesome. I, of course, am drinking what I really always love to drink is the Southern Tier. I always crush my can a teeny bit, but, you know, the live session, even though it's a session, I don't know if that means that it's different than it was before. Still my favorite, though, I think, of all time. Right now. Up to this date, anyway. But it's always been one of my favorites. So Dave's going to try to get the YouTube comments up so that we can see those too, because we're dual streaming tonight, guys. We're doing it again through Facebook and YouTube.
And
so
I don't
big
remember how I did
happenings.
it last time. I hope the audio is good. We should probably actually check in with YouTube while we're
Yeah,
here.
how's everybody doing? Yes, Magic Dolphins. Oh, Okay. Hi, Donnie. How you
Nobody's
doing?
complaining about anything
I
over
see
there.
Juan, Trey. Let's see. Oh,
Sorry.
it's gone. Those are the names I could see before.
I'll get them up there.
That's okay. Dave's going to focus and get it working. But so it's been, let's see, the first week of September, right? Everybody, I think we talked about the whole Labor Day thing and what y'all did for Labor Day. But if you want to, go ahead and tell me what you did if you weren't here before, or if you just didn't, tell me now. We had a lot of fun, hung out with some friends and family, and did, just like picnic-y type stuff. Ate the potato salad, ate the coleslaw, hot dogs kind of thing, drank the beer. Kids ran around, had a great time. It was a good weekend, to just have some time off and hang out and be with family. So, yeah, I guess that's about it. So is the hurricane moving now? Did we, because last time we were talking.
Offshore.
Okay. All right. So no, I don't pay attention. I don't read the news or watch the news, read the paper, anything. But hi, Matt. How you doing? Yay. Hi, Ann. Hi, Celeste. I see Nick Short. Strider's here across the streams. Hi, Troy. Elijah. Still working on seeing those YouTube comments, guys. What's up, Joel? So I'll say hi to everybody over there once I get a chance. But I didn't know. Yeah, I don't watch stuff, so I have no idea, what's going on. But I know last time I heard it was stalled out. But if it's moved along, that's totally fine. Was there something? I saw a picture of Trump with a map.
Hey, there we go.
In his office. And hi, Thomas. Or do you just want to be Tom? It's up to you. You let me know. Now I can actually see YouTube comments over here. It's going to be exciting. I'm going to be doing like tennis match here.
What am I going to do?
I don't know, baby. What are you going to do?
I'm going to open up and make this auto scroll.
Okay.
You love it.
It's not an upset. It's an accidental. Ooh, I can hear myself. Still hear myself. All right.
There we go.
Ryan Seifert. Hot dog flavored White Claws. I would say, how are you? I feel like I haven't seen you in so long. How you doing? Kevin's here. Seth Davis and 12 other people joined, and I don't know who else. So Trey, since you can now see me, Tom, is it Malou? Did I say that right? And Luna. Aw, yay! Are here MFers? Yay! The whole family's watching. I'm so excited, Trey. I'm really pumped.
It's always awkward to start out with here.
Kevin says, I just see the first line, my life sucks. Why? Can I have some money? Oh, bro. Dude, are you all right? Are you okay? Hello. Hi, David Matson. Hi, Troy. Let's see. Yes, that's right. Hello, joining from Liberty Doll's chat. Hi, Art. Super excited to have you here. We're going to have Liberty Doll on in just a little bit. We just actually got this new computer, and so Dave's, trying to get things, still trying to build the scenes and everything and setting things up. So, but I'm Mary, and this is Dave. I almost pointed to you and said that you're Mary and I'm Dave, but that's okay.
Mary and David Lynn.
Yay! That's what our pastor said.
That's what he said for our vows.
Yeah, he said, do you, Mary, take David Lynn?
Mary and David Lynn.
Yeah, and I was just like, whatever. I don't think I was Bridezilla at all in any way. Mm-mm. So we're on Facebook and YouTube right now. So this is like new to us, doing the whole like crossover kind of thing. So super excited about it, especially because our guest is Liberty Doll. Yeah, really pumped to get a chance to talk to her and just, yeah, I get excited. I like to get to know people. So Dave's still, Bo is on both. Yes. I saw Joel. I can't see the comment, but you said he laughed in nervous energy. That's me too right now. So Juan's on both. Yay. Oh, yes. Okay, so Dave popped on and said that Liberty Doll was just doing a live stream. So hello to everybody who's coming over from her live stream to hang out with us and to see Liberty Doll. We're very excited to have you here.
I'm afraid to touch anything now. I think is it working? Yeah, I saw her. She's eating some pizza, hanging out with her fans.
Eating pizza.
I'm like, hey, that's
pizza.
what we do, basically.
Yeah. Yeah, we got pizza tonight too. It's just a thing. Usually on, but Friday nights are kind of crazy around here. So I was out running a couple errands, and then
What's up,
We
Frank?
got some pizza. Hi, Athena. How are you doing? I feel like I've missed out on a lot of things going on in our community this week. It was a little nuts. But I just want to say hello to all of our LMPM family who's here. Sorry if I have been missing.
Neglecting?
Yeah, not purposely neglecting. Just things got a little nuts. So what's up, Phil Munn? How you doing? Hello from South Philly. Hi. We are in the same state. Not the same area. But, you like the beer drinking. All right. Yes, this is what we do. We hang out. We have a few drinks. And so everyone knows who's new, you're going to see us probably vape a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Because once I start drinking, then I wanted to smoke, but I vape. But we
wow.
try to be better about it, when we're at least doing the interview.
There's a lot
Just
of people
some nicotine.
on YouTube.
Yeah. We're all family in PA, right? Oh my goodness. 200 people about to join.
Yeah, 41 right now.
Holy moly, this is exciting.
It's wild.
A Liberty Doll fan here. Yay! Oh, that's great. Flavored vape band in Michigan.
Yeah,
Did I
we saw that.
see that? Okay.
You
Yep.
know they're just going to start making vape juice in their bathtubs.
Exactly.
Yeah, you can't stop it.
You cannot stop what has already started. Yes. Yeah. Why? Oh, is it because they saw some
For the children, of course.
Yeah, exactly. Smoking and drinking means real talk, though. That's what I feel. Yeah, I just try to be myself and hang out and get to know people. So we're happy to have everybody here. This is very exciting. So I'm kind of doing the both between the
Yeah,
two
it's hard to
streams. So
keep
this
up.
is new for me. Yeah.
I'm
Hello
feeling
from
that
Massachusetts.
this one's going to start
Hi.
moving pretty quick.
Yay, St. Louis looking for a Liberty Doll. Yay, the government is going to poison vape like
I'm wondering if they aren't already. I put on my tinfoil hat, but as soon
Yeah.
as I start
Hey,
seeing people
August.
dying
Yeah.
from vaping,
Oh, thanks,
I'm
Nick.
like, hey, remember when they used to kill people for alcohol?
Oh, right.
'Cause
Oh, no
it's-
fruit
'cause it's
flavors
evil.
allowed. Okay, so you can have the just normal flavor is what it is, but you're not
Yeah,
allowed to have
yeah.
any kind of cotton candy or whatever.
Banana cream.
Oh, one F. His vape pen broke. That's sad. Yeah. 71 people so far. That's super exciting. Oh my gosh. Beer
Where?
drinker.
Oh,
Yeah, you are in the
between
right
the
place, right? I'm drinking, and for those who are just joining, Southern Tier. I crushed my can, so you'll have to forgive that. But live, my favorite. Dave is drinking. Usually you're
Usually
doing.
drinking a stout.
Usually drinking a stout,
But we got
he's-
these yesterday, so I'm drinking these reds.
Yeah.
Black cherry ale. They're fruity.
They're not bad. I kind of felt like it yesterday. We were sitting outside with a friend, and it was kind of fall, and I'm like, oh, cider.
And we
tea
can't
type
have
stuff.
too much alcohol in the house on stream nights because we don't know how to control ourselves.
Yeah, it
And
gets a little out of
weird.
hand.
Awkward for everyone.
Awkward. No, everybody loves it.
Yeah.
That's what I tell myself in the morning. Everyone had a great time, guys.
So, but just in case those weren't
Hi,
enough, I got
everybody.
this crazy
Yay.
new thing. It's called juice.
The juice.
It's
Yeah.
a 14% alcohol. It's basically like one of those what are those Four Locos, which is way too many Locos anymore.
I haven't drinking forever. Oh, well, you know what? Anytime you come to LLN and have a drink and relax with us. So, all right. So, are we going to do the thing? Do you think she needs a few minutes? Do you
Yeah, she just sent me a
Okay.
message on
All right,
Skype,
that's cool.
which I didn't get a chance to test with her, so that's going to be another thing. We'll see how that goes.
Was anybody involved with the hurricane? Did anybody get hit by that?
I'm sure some.
Yeah, I mean, does anybody here? Obviously, somebody did. Did anyone here go through that at all? Legal to vape CBD, but not cotton candy. Exactly.
Better
Yeah.
be marijuana in that vape pen.
You better be smoking marijuana.
See, that's why
Oh,
I'm
Jerry.
ready to flee Facebook. It's kicking people out. It messes
It
with our.
is.
Well, it's messing with our reach.
Yes.
That's what I was on Liberty Doll stream earlier, and everybody's like, "Oh, Facebook sucks," and I'm like, "Yeah, I know, but we were born there. This is where our
Yeah.
community is." And it's like starting off in
Good for
live
you.
streaming in the most difficult setting.
So let's bring in the Arrested Development references. You just heard.
Lucille. Did she say Lucille?
No, she just heard him, Buster saying juice.
Juice.
Yeah.
Oh.
I need do you have like a tissue or anything? You know how my vape
think I do.
leaks. I don't know why it leaks. It drives me crazy.
I threw everything away
Yeah.
and then emptied the trash.
Facebook sucks. Yeah, thank you. It really does. It's hard. It's a good place to be. You want to try to reach people and
Yeah,
hang out
it's
with
our
folks,
front
but
in the meme war.
and there's so much else out there that we have to reach beyond, So, Twitch, hey, that's what we're gonna be making our way to.
We're gonna try that
pretty
out.
soon. Yeah, this
Whoa,
guy
where did I
here is the one who knows all the stuff. I just hang out and talk with everybody. So, oh, we got the vodka. Oh yes, Trey.
Yeah.
Trey and Tom took the dog to the liquor store today and got some vodka. Right?
Ooh.
Yes.
Danger.
Facebook is trash. I know, and the way they center everything and try to,
Mary's like on two. I'm on.
Yeah, we'll call that
One.
2. No, it is 2.
I accidentally. What the heck?
Hi, Lance.
Uh-oh, my thing's crashing.
Uh-oh, what do you mean it's crashing? What?
I don't know. I was trying to use buttons to do
Oh,
the
okay.
drink counter, but it's getting.
Aw,
it's
the
going
best
red on me.
drinking buddy. Yep. Let's
just
see.
try
If you haven't
manually
tried it
here.
yet, try Colorado High Hemp Vodka. Hemp vodka, please. Yes. Wait, did you say Twitch is awesome? Oh, okay. I'm like, what? You're on
Yeah,
Twitch?
I got what is that? Streamlabs OBS set up, and that's really good for
Some
Twitch.
mac and cheese dinner bags.
Lots of neat new toys.
Yeah, 1,000 fake friends posting mac and cheese dinner bags. Oh, that's fun. Oh, hello. It's hard for me to see. Is it RB? Okay. Just came over
RB.
from Liberty Doll's channel. We're hanging out for a little bit, and when she's ready, we're gonna do the whole connection thing. Are we going to?
I'm not
Play
using it right
something?
now, Chris.
Are we? Going
I got
to
nothing
play?
really to play.
Oh, okay.
I
All right.
haven't got anything like that set up yet. I'm on YouTube. Like Facebook's a little more lenient with intellectual property, so I often share like YouTube
One of the
videos.
pros of Facebook that you
That and you can tag Sean Hatchie.
Yeah, someone tag Sean
You
Hatchie,
can't
please.
tag
Yeah.
on Face or on
Someone
YouTube.
drink a beer for me. I will. You
Drink
know
a
I
couple.
will.
Alright, I'm just gonna. I need my own area here.
We're from Pennsylvania. That's where we are. Good old PA. It's starting to get to be fall. The leaves, the geese, everything, the air. It's you can't deny it. But we're still going to hopefully have some warm days and slide into the cooler, crispy. The evenings are chilly. It's nice, great for fires. You want to sit outside and just sit around a fire or make s'mores or whatever. But I'm not ready for what comes after that, and I have a hard time with that. I kind of tend to look at what's past fall, winter. I don't like winter, so it's hard for me. But that's okay. We'll get there. We will get
Alright.
there. Yep. If I start drinking vodka, I can't read anymore. Oh, I just pretend.
Are you ready to get it started? I think she.
I
don't
am.
know if
Yes.
she is. I'll make sure.
Whenever. Yep.
Wait a minute.
Snow is your jam. A lot of
Hey,
people
Vsauce.
skiing.
Michael
See,
here.
people like this stuff. I need to.
Why does that keep popping up? What is that?
I don't know. That's okay though, because it's your new computer, Dave,
Yeah.
and you're still getting used to her. I'm gonna call it a her. Or him. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to me.
I need another drink. before we go.
Okay. Vape has no. Oh, yeah. Some people don't vape nicotine. Yeah, they
Yeah.
just vape. Yep. What is that shit? Now
Sure.
I've had hemp beer.
Yeah.
The
That smells like
what is
weed.
that? It smells like
Hemperor.
Hemperor. Yeah, the Hemperor. Right? Is that what it is? It's tasty, But woo, it smells like.
Smell it across the
Yeah,
room.
but that's a good smell. It's a yummy smell. There's too many.
Mead. We gotta try that.
Oh,
We talked
you
about that
kayak? I've
before.
never been kayaking before. Yep. Then winter. I know the same exact
Michael
thing.
Stevens,
And
yeah.
the same thing happens with spring. Dave is not a lover of summer because he works in a shop where it's really, really hot and the furnaces are about 900 degrees. So, he enjoys winter, spring. We get a week of like mud and then it just goes right into summer where it's like hot and humid and stuff like that. But, and then we get a week of fall and then snow.
Kind of does.
Oh, a home brewer. What? Tell me more.
So here's the thing.
Hey, Strider's over here now.
when I'm when I'm going off camera, I'm used to being able to turn off our microphones, but for some reason last stream our microphones would not shut off. So
Yep.
I'm trying to figure out how to get connected here. I guess you guys just might hear us talking in the background.
Yeah.
I guess that's all
That's
we
okay.
can do.
Till we make
think.
the connection. And usually we're just waiting for the thing to end so that we can
Yeah.
come back anyway. So it's totally fine. Yep. Whenever she's ready. We go ahead. Is Shillelagh watching on YouTube yet? Oh, yeah. Tell me what her name is today, Aaron. It is, Strider. YouTube is so much faster. We can have actual conversations in real time rather than waiting and then seeing it and then going, wait, what were we just talking about? Because I'm good at that.
All right, let's just do this.
Okay. They turned off for YouTube. Okay.
What am I doing here? Oh yeah, I'm
I don't
going
know,
to
you're good,
this. We'll
babe.
just go to the and hope that works.
Okay.
Like,
That's okay. 'Tis all good.
yeah, they'll hear it on YouTube now because I can't shut
Oh,
off the mics.
I was going to say I got to plug this. Yes.
All
And we do
right.
this every Friday. We're like, oh my gosh.
How come that didn't work?
I try to do this every Friday, and sometimes I just like can't.
Yeah.
Okay, we are on.
I understand. Oh, are we on? But I
Yeah.
can't see that we're on. Okay. Do you ever have
This is
technical
all new.
difficulties?
Always.
All right, Dave's gonna do some stuff around here. Needs more elevator music. All right, everybody. Oh, thank you so much for being here. This is Liberty Doll. We are so pumped to have you on our show tonight. Dave's gonna bring your picture
you.
over so that everybody can see you
As I can.
as soon as he can. Yes. So I'm just gonna give him one minute to do that. But what? Now, I'm not exactly sure what region of the country you're in, but we were just talking about weather. What's the weather like where you are right now?
So I am in Massachusetts.
Okay.
And I had a weather alert that it's supposed to be hurricaning out right now, but it hasn't actually started yet. It's
Yeah.
just really, really windy. But I know that on the Cape and in Nantucket, I guess it's pretty bad right now. There's like a hurricane warning, and it's rainy and
Yeah.
all kinds of nastiness.
Is that why it started raining tonight? Is
Yeah,
that
really,
have
really
anything-
quick, just for a little bit.
Just for a moment, and then it kind of stopped. So, or do you feel like we're all set here, Dave?
No, she can't see us yet, but
Oh, that's
everybody
right.
can see you.
Well,
we
now
can
I
hear
do.
you.
Oh, now she sees
There we
us.
go.
Yay! Hi.
Hi. Oh, you have a green screen. That's fancy.
Oh yeah, yeah. I love the technical side of it.
This guy right
Even
here.
though it's always messy,
Hang
it's
of
still
it.
pretty cool.
He loves that stuff. If it was me, I would still just be on the phone holding it up, talking to people. I'm not very, tech savvy. I'm not gifted in that, but
Well, pretty much all of my technology, I had to have like one of my patrons explain to me what I should be using and how to do it.
oh, good. I'm not good with this kind of stuff. So I just I hang out, let him do whatever he needs to do, and
Luckily, she's really good at talking.
well, that's why we make a good team, I think, because he enjoys producing the show, and I really like getting to just have a conversation and talk with people. So this is a lot of fun for both of us. Okay, so I want to ask, do you mind turning up her volume a smidge? Is that okay, just for
Yeah.
my own ears? Thank you.
I have to figure out. People saying that I'm getting an echo too.
Okay, Dave's we don't want to have anyone hearing an echo. Do you ever hear yourself when you're on the cell phone and you're talking to
Yeah.
somebody and it's like you're trying to have a conversation, but you're hearing everything you say back, and it's frustrating. But I've gotten used to that.
No echo. Why do I keep making this harder and harder on myself?
I don't know. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and just start having
Yeah, go for it.
just start chatting with you about stuff, and then Dave will fix the echo along the way. So I want to say thank you. A ton of your fans came over after your
Oh,
live
yeah.
stream, so they're hanging out on
good.
YouTube. Yeah, super exciting. It's fun to get to talk and
I had one guy that kept putting like the link in the chat, and so I made sure it was like on screen, and I was like, "Oh, go there now!"
Yay! Oh, yay! Oh, that's so great, so great. Okay, so I'd like to just find out, I don't know, it makes me feel better to know that somebody. Where did you come from in the liberty movement? Like, were you born into a libertarian or anarchy family,
goodness,
or
no.
tell me that because it gives me hope that we used to be big time statists and now we're not. So it makes me hopeful to hear other people say, like, look, I saw the light, I made a change, I came to the other side. It makes me hopeful that other people will too.
That's pretty much my story. So, born and raised in Massachusetts, where everyone's a liberal, or else they're an evil supervillain.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Even in schools, I went to Catholic school from K through 12 because I grew up in a really horrible city called Springfield, Massachusetts, which is notorious for their terrible public schools.
Oh boy.
So even in Catholic school, everything was liberal. Everyone was liberal.
Really?
Yeah. Interestingly, I even had a history teacher one year that told the class, like in secret, that she was a libertarian and didn't explain what that meant, but told us we weren't allowed to tell anyone.
Oh my gosh.
And in college, I took women's studies.
Oh
And
boy.
I almost minored in women's studies. I even, I was a punk rocker, and I mean, I'm still a punk rocker, but I had like the jacket with the spikes and the studs and
Yeah.
a big red patch right here that said, "This is what a feminist looks like."
Whoa.
It
Whoa.
was bad. I voted for Obama the first time he ran. Oh, it was bad.
Oh my gosh.
And then in 2010, I met someone who is now my husband, and at the time we were just dating, and he was like, "So, have you heard about this guy Ron Paul?"
Oh.
And I was like, "Well, no. Who's Ron Paul?" And it was interesting because we kind of went on that journey together of, checking out Ron Paul and listening to what he had to say, and even checking him out when he was on Alex Jones back in the day,
boy.
before Alex Jones was like uber crazy.
Yes.
When he was just crazy light, or like
Yeah.
a diet crazy.
Diet crazy.
And reading Bastia and all of these different things, and in that process, we started out where I was a liberal, and then we kind of just became general conservative, and then like strict constitutionalists, and then it moved on to like full blown. Well, first it was big L libertarian, and then it was like small L libertarian, and reading Larkin Rose and Murray Rothbard and
Yes.
all of these things, and that happened in the span of like 6 months.
Oh my gosh.
And my
That's
family
fast.
and friends were like, "What the F is this?"
Right.
This guy wants to see the spiked jacket in the chat.
Oh, well, I'm in my work office right now, and my spiked jacket is at home, but it exists.
Sure, I left the spiked jacket
That's
at the other place.
Well, it doesn't really fit anymore either, but I do have a black one that doesn't have that patch, and it's got like a big Misfits back patch
Nice.
that I
Wow.
occasionally still wear.
That's-
It's hard when you have to be an adult and be professional. You can't really wear
Yeah.
things like that
Yeah.
anywhere.
It's like
Oh,
being a
why
libertarian in
not?
public.
Yeah.
Basically. Oh my goodness.
So this was a 6-month slip slide into. Do you want to say? I mean, is it anarchy, anarchist, or what? How do you define yourself? If you want to give yourself a label, you don't have to give yourself a label. It's totally fine.
Well, so I get asked that question a lot, and what I say is that all anarchists are libertarians, but not all libertarians are anarchists.
Oh, there you go. I like that.
But
I
of
think
course,
that's the
not all
best.
libertarians are libertarians either.
Well, that's
Well,
true.
no, some of them now are dirty socialists. Like, what's
Okay.
up with that?
Yeah, I was gonna say now. What are your thoughts on the Libertarian Party?
The libertarian left.
You know, it's
Oh, the Libertarian Party. They talk a lot. They fight a lot.
yeah.
They apparently do striptease dances at the National Convention.
Oh my goodness.
It really got people talking, though.
Yes. Yeah.
It did.
You're gonna see that on C-SPAN every day.
Yeah.
They should have picked someone else last election, probably. But as far as that, I mean, I don't know. It's politics like anything else, and the party politics are just as convoluted as pretty much any other party
Right.
at this point. I think. You know, I'm registered libertarian. Now that they have actual like party status in Massachusetts, I voted libertarian in the last couple elections to try to get that 5% vote to get them to party status locally. Because I mean, blue is going to win here anyways. Like, so I mean, that's about all you can get is
Yeah.
party status. But I don't know, man. A couple months ago, Nicholas Sarwark came out and accused Ron Paul of being a Russian shill.
Yeah, we
That's
saw that.
yeah.
And that was the nail in the coffin for
Yeah.
me. I'm
Yeah.
still gonna
Way to
vote
alienate your base.
libertarianism, you know, for like the movement and trying to get that information out there, but
Yeah.
damn,
I
that
know.
was bad.
That was. When we had Larry Sharp on, and he ran for governor of New York as a libertarian, and he talked to us about, you know, bringing people over to the Libertarian Party and just
And then
kind of
handing
That's
them off
and
to
then
us.
had the nomination.
and then
last election was Larry Sharp.
yeah,
Yeah, he was really fun to
Oh
talk
my
to.
gosh, I love Larry. And he said, and then just kind of like hand him off to, like, you know,
To us.
to us, and like to the people that aren't just involved in the party itself, but you know, I
philosophy.
kind of like I like that idea of what he says. You know, like bringing them out of that two-party system, as long as they evolve past, you know, like because I think for me, I feel like the Libertarian Party is just turning into a party, exactly.
Yeah.
And not a good
Yeah.
party, not the kind of party I like.
Well, I mean, and you have the situation too
Whoops.
where around the time of Ron Paul, like it suddenly was like strangely like cool to be a libertarian. And I mean, I'll never forget there was this meme going around back then, and it was Libertarian Girl and Austin Peterson, and I forget who else, and it was like the rising stars of the libertarian movement, and I was like, oh. I mean, ideally, my ideal would be, you know, Kokesh getting up there and hitting the big red button a la the Iron Web style or something.
Yeah.
But, I mean, we know that's not going down.
No.
And if it were, we all now know how the book ended if you've read it. So,
That,
I mean,
now-
I know that that's not realistic.
yeah.
So, I mean, I guess, you know, vote libertarian for a while to at least get rid of the two-party system and see
Yeah.
what happens
Okay.
in like 100 years.
yeah, yeah,
I don't know. It seems like the only other alternative right now is the Boogaloo. That's pretty big.
yeah.
Oh, there was this meme that went
That's a lot of
around
votes.
recently that was like, pick your Boogaloo waifu, and I was on it, and I was so like impressed
wow.
that I made a meme and was
Big
on a
Igloo, I'm sorry.
meme.
That's exciting.
I'm getting
Yay!
corrected.
Yes, it was very exciting.
Big
That's
Igloo.
very cool. Yep. I had one of our fans say, you know, oh, I picked Mary, and I was like, oh my gosh, what? Over all these wonderful, amazing
I
women.
didn't see this meme. What?
It's like, get out of here
Who is
with
this
that.
guy?
But thank you so much. It's exciting. But yeah, well, how about we all just, yeah. We'll all just boogaloo together. That's going to sound really bad.
There's another
There's a good quote.
Yeah.
People like to quote me. Which,
out of context.
Out of context, yes. Quotes out of context.
You could put that in a shirt. That would be a good one.
Yeah. Oh my goch, I like it. I like it.
Boogaloo together.
Okay, so when you turned. I'm gonna just jokingly say turned. I think of like who is the comedian that said they turned 40. God, I can't.
I forget.
I can't. George Carlin. Okay, but anyway, so I like to say turned because it just sounds funny. But what did your family? I mean, I know they probably like, whoa, what's going on here? But now, how are they now? And do you talk about any of this in front of them? What is Thanksgiving dinner like?
Well, oh boy, how much time you got?
I got a lot of beer here, so I'm good.
So I don't have anything else to do today. First of all, I had some girlfriends that were like, "Oh, you're just doing this for a guy," and that was lame.
Oh my gosh,
we're not friends anymore.
Good,
obviously. And
that's so not cool.
My family like flat out didn't like it. I mean, the actual reason that like Liberty Doll was born was because I couldn't talk about it on my personal Facebook anymore. I lost friends. I lost family members. I had the biggest one was actually, and sometimes I ever wonder if she watches any of this stuff. One of my aunts, actually, when I started the Liberty Doll Facebook page, I didn't even know that she had.
Oh,
so,
no.
I mean, that was pretty.
That's not cool. Yeah.
And I had reached out to her even and sent emails saying like, "Hey, I don't know what I did, but I'm sorry. Let me know what I did. I apologize." Da da da. Through this game of telephone, I eventually found out apparently what it was that some rando left a comment on my on my Liberty Doll page that she felt disrespected the military, and because it disrespected the military and I did not come out and flame that person, I was disrespecting the family.
Oh wow. Wow.
Because her husband is career military.
Okay.
Or is retired military.
Yeah.
And our relationship was never the same after that at all. She did eventually add me back on Facebook, but only because my dying grandmother's dying wish was that I come to Christmas.
Oh my
And
gosh.
Christmas was held at my aunt's house.
Oh my gosh.
But we had been really close before that, and she still, years later, posts like passive-aggressive memes about libertarians are like cats, where they think that they're independent, but really we're all taking care of them.
I saw that meme.
Oh my gosh, I've never seen that one.
I've seen that meme.
And things like that. And there was even an incident where we were at their house in like, the middle of nowhere, Vermont, and, talking about, if there's ever an end of the world, if shit ever hits the fan, what we're going to do. Mm-hmm. And, my husband was like, oh, well, we'll just get all our guns and we'll come up here and like, in the mountains. And my uncle flat out said that if he ever heard anyone shooting an AR-15 or an AK-47 anywhere near him, he doesn't care who they are. He is going and shooting them and killing them.
Wow.
I was like, well, okay.
That's insane.
Right.
You realize you sound insane.
Yeah. I don't even know what to say about that. Like, you can't have that gun, but if you have that gun, I'm gonna kill you.
And it's people like you why I have to have this gun.
Yeah.
And so that uncle and aunt are the ones that host Thanksgiving and Christmas. So I don't go to Thanksgiving or Christmas.
Really? Oh my gosh.
Really. So instead I go with my husband's family, who at least a couple of them are conservative, so we have some like middle ground things that we can agree on. The rest of them are staunch hardcore liberals, so there's usually a lot of fighting, and they can be pretty mean, but like at least they're mean to your face.
There you
So
go.
you
Yeah.
know where they stand.
Yeah.
That's a plus.
My dad was a Marine in Nam, and he was really anti-gun for a while, but we actually took him shooting last year, and he had a grand time, and he's all great with it now.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
And
it's
my
fun.
mom, we don't speak. So I don't have to
Really?
worry about that side for Thanksgiving or Christmas either.
Okay. Oh my goodness. Wow. So that is sort of why I have a little fear of coming out of the anarchy closet, because I'm like, well, there's going to be some stuff, but I feel trapped, because I'm not out there saying the way I really, really, truly feel. So, do you have any advice for me, like on how to come out of the
Well-
anarchy closet to my family and friends?
Well, so a couple of words of advice, I guess. First off, am I allowed to swear, even if
Yes.
it's just once? Okay.
Oh, yeah,
If it's
please.
your family and they don't like it, fuck them. Really.
Okay, there you go. Sounds like what my dad would say about anything. If they don't like you, then fuck
You know,
'em.
I mean, fuck them. If they're going to let politics affect your relationship that badly,
True.
then, I mean, they're blood related, but they're not family.
Right. I love that.
I mean, and
Yep.
hey, what's one of the tenets of like libertarianism and anarchy? Voluntary dissociation, right?
Yeah, I like
You're
it.
You're just exercising your nap.
Yep.
I'm not too worried about much, but what worries me the most is it's like it's very important that you worship the troops and you worship the police, and people get very upset if you don't. it's
Yeah.
it's almost like another religion. Like you're
It
ripping on
is.
their patron
It is.
saints.
You know, and my magical sky cloth.
Those
Yeah.
those are the things that I'm most afraid about. Like I'm not afraid of anybody to know that I'm an anarchist, and I don't believe we need rulers, and we could interact peacefully without them. But
So in my husband's family, there's actually several Christmas gatherings, and one of them is held by the family of a state police officer, and we're not invited to that one.
Are you
We haven't been for several years
really? Oh boy.
because
So
of a meme.
you
Yeah.
stepped across that thin blue line, didn't you?
But I mean, quite frankly, the last time, well, before we even like came out as libertarians or whatever you want to call it, this one of the members of that family, who is also a police officer in town, came up to us and was like, so you're at blah 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 address and you drive blah 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 car and this is your license plate, I'm watching you. So we wouldn't want to go to that Christmas anyway.
Wow. That is not okay. That's
Why would people say they act like they're gangsters and stuff like that?
right. When they
Doesn't
say
make
things
any
like that.
Oh, it was so
He
creepy.
was just saying that to protect you.
No, absolutely
It
not.
feels good, yeah.
That is so oh my gosh, I would be
When
Gonna
it comes
serve
to
and protect the
family,
shit
if
out of
they're
you.
going to let it get in the way of things,
Yeah.
fuck them, right?
Exactly.
I mean, you can make your own family. The
We have.
issue that
We
I
have, yeah.
have, and I mean, I don't know if you guys would have this issue. I don't know what you guys do for work, but so I'm a mental health therapist. I run my own mental health private practice
Oh, wow,
with my
great.
name on it.
Wow.
Oh,
Um,
okay. Oh boy.
So I have to be careful of anything that I do in the public sphere because I live in Massachusetts.
Yeah.
Hopefully, only until next fall. Hopefully.
Ooh.
But so I have to be careful what sort of things I do or say in public
Wow.
because, I mean, it could get my business shut down. Quite
Yeah.
frankly, I had a thing a couple months ago where some random commie on Facebook saw some response I had made to someone somewhere about like being a landlord, and then a joke about our property, all the property around us has been bought up by a developer and he's turning it into like low income housing. And I made a joke about like, oh, buy up ours too. Ha ha ha. Then we can move faster. And first they attacked me for being a landlord, and then they attacked me for wanting to sell the property and take that home away from our like one tenant that
Oh
rents
my
a spare room. And then all of a sudden there's this flood of commies coming at me and sending me death threats and posting about
Whoa.
finding out how I'm a therapist and looking for my practice. And I had to take down all my business listings and take my picture off of everything.
That's
Wow.
scary. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Maybe we shouldn't get famous.
Tell me, what is, I mean,
we're very open about like where we are and stuff. Like
yeah. What, when you get a death threat, I mean, or 2 or 5 or bunch more, what, I mean,
That's
what do you
worse than
do?
dick
And,
pics.
and yeah, well, yeah, and your husband, I mean, what do you guys, do you take each one seriously, or do you think like, oh, this person's just venting
I
in a
mean,
weird way?
I figured they were probably just venting. I hate reporting things to Twitter and Facebook, but I reported them
Yeah.
just because, like, I don't know. And
You said you're
then I
gonna kill
blocked
me.
them.
Yeah.
And, like, I don't know, we put NRA stickers all over our windows, and instead of kitchen curtains, we have a Gadsden flag. So,
Nice.
I mean,
nice.
try it, I guess.
Like Bo says, come at me, bro.
How lucky you feel.
Screwed, but
Oh
try it.
my
I
gosh.
mean, I guess, I keep trying. My friends tell me, like, well, okay, worst case scenario, then you get publicity because someone's shut down your business over politics, and then you get like a news deal or some like media deal, and I'm like, yeah, but
Yeah,
Right.
I'm still in that awkward position where I can't quite live off of this yet.
definitely.
What
I need this job.
what made you want to go into you own mental health business? I mean, is it like counseling, or I mean, you don't have to be too
Yeah,
specific or
I'm
anything.
a licensed therapist. in
Okay, so
Massachusetts.
what made you want to do that with your life? Was there something that you thought like, oh, I'm intrigued by how people operate, or just want to listen to people and help them?
Well, so I decided that pretty young. First, when I was a little kid, I really wanted to grow up and be a pirate, and then I realized that really wasn't feasible, at least not the way that, like, in the old movies.
Yeah.
Somalia really doesn't sound that great. I know people keep telling us to move there, but
All went together.
I don't know. Maybe the weather's nice, and that's about it.
Yeah, we'd have to travel in numbers.
Once I figured out
Yeah.
that being a pirate was not a legitimate business strategy, I kind of I don't know, people always talked to me and told me their problems, and I was like, I don't know, if this could be a job, I'd do it. And then as I got older, I figured out that yes, that is a legitimate career. And at one point I was at a yard sale when I was 13, and someone had these old psychology textbooks, college textbooks from the 80s, and I just bought them up and read them cover to cover.
Wow.
For a long time, I actually thought I would be like an FBI profiler or something, and then I realized that they are not in little glass boxes like on Silence of the Lambs, and that would actually probably be pretty scary.
Yeah.
But for a while early in my career, I did work at a community nonprofit where I had normal people, and then I had a segment of severe and chronically mentally ill people, and then everyone else were men and women on parole and probation, like Bloods, Crips, Latin Kings.
Oh, wow.
I did have
Wow.
some legitimate psychopaths and sociopaths, and
That'd be weird.
so I mean, I guess I still ended up doing something similar eventually.
Yeah.
Hey, are you watching
That's-
Mindhunter?
Oh,
I
Mindhunter.
am. Oh my god, it's
Fun.
so
Yeah, it is.
Such a good show.
What's really crazy is Edward Kemper, the whole feeling that actor gives and his mannerisms. I'm like,
Is that
oh
the big
god,
guy?
I remember I had a client like that.
Yeah, I think so.
That's,
Yeah,
that's
really.
the really big guy?
Oh,
Yeah,
the
really
yeah.
big guy.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Yep.
Glasses, yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. That what? You had a client like that?
Yeah, I mean,
Oh my gosh.
there was a few people that had killed people. There was a few. There were two in particular that we thought. Well, one we were pretty sure had killed multiple people, but we couldn't prove it. And then there was another one that there was actually a serial killer locally, And
Wow.
yeah, and I mean, the FBI kept it pretty quiet, but they were around investigating. And I had this guy in my office when I was in a group practice, and he was my last client of the night, and I was the only one in the building. And he was sitting closer to the door, which, like, you are never supposed to do. And he started talking about his job of, like, transporting, like, organs and things like that, and working with, like, morgues and things, and how much he enjoyed the smell of, like, dead bodies. And I was like,
That's
oh crap.
Oh, look at the time.
look at the time. Yeah. Like,
That's all we got for today.
yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying that
60
he was
minutes is
he's
up.
not the Brocken serial
Oh,
killer,
yeah.
but, like, you never know.
Sure.
Thanks, Aaron. Yes, Peter Gay
That's,
would love this conversation.
yes, he would, definitely. That is wild. Oh my gosh.
It's
I-
the smell of cadaver.
I
man.
But what's really great, though, is when people bring up the peaceful parenting debate and corporal punishment, and how, people, millennials are terrible because they're not beat enough. I'm like, yeah, well, you know what? Every single one of my guys that was a gang member was beat when he was a kid. So how about that?
They're kept on a short
I
leash.
got the actual stats and evidence to prove
Oh
it.
my gosh. Wow. Wow.
That's why I like to stick with just psychological abuse. So.
Dave, he's joking. He's joking. We have 3 children and he's totally kidding.
I-
Yeah. That is, yeah, and that's the thing. Like, I mean, you've got to meet some people who can tell you some things I probably have, like, would be like nightmares for me.
I can see how that shift from pirate to mental health is a lot easier than it sounds.
Yeah.
It's a lot shorter step than it sounded like.
Wow, that is
Now
wild.
I'm in my own place, and I pick and choose,
Yeah.
and
That's good.
it's a lot of teenagers anxious about college right now.
Okay, yeah.
Anxiety's
Yep, that would've
huge right
been
now.
me.
I don't know if it's like something that's new or if it's just something that we're more open about lately.
Mm-hmm.
But it seems like
Well-
everybody has a little bit of anxiety.
Yeah, I mean, anxiety is pretty common. I think a lot of it is cultural and social, but a lot of my people that come in, and this is one of the other reasons why I need to, cut back on the mental health practice and do more liberty stuff, is like day in and day out.
Yeah.
I don't know,
it's gonna be
several
hard.
times a week, it's Orange Man bad.
Oh,
Anyone
no.
who didn't vote for Hillary Clinton is a racist. Oh my God, all the gun owners are going to come after us. Guns are evil. I'm anxious about guns.
What?
Anyone who didn't vote for Hillary is racist. Anyone who owns a gun deserves to die.
Yeah, what was
And
that?
Wow.
and it's like, I mean, and they don't know that I didn't vote for Hillary Clinton and that I own guns.
Yeah, we can't talk
But
about
it's
that.
like,
Yeah.
it's sitting there, and like, multiple times a week, someone is telling me that I deserve to die without realizing that they're telling me personally that I
Right.
deserve to die.
Now,
Yeah.
do you like try to talk them down from this, or how do you actually handle that? Like,
So, ethically speaking, the American Counseling Association and the National Board of Certified Counselors requires that you do not bring your politics into session or your own ethics or morality into session. So, to be an
Wow.
ethically sound and morally sound counselor, I can't say shit.
Wow.
So
I
you're
mean,
just
but
letting
even
them
just
talk it
saying
out.
like, okay, but even if they say like, oh, okay, they're not saying like I'm going to go out and do this, but they just feel
Right.
that way because of that. Okay, so
well, I was thinking at the beginning that American Horror Story we never finished, but it was the one with the Trump and everything, and you had
oh,
like
the lady was a mess. She was a wreck.
just a total wreck over Trump winning, and the other guy was like smearing Cheetos all over his face. And he was like the Trump guy, but he was the psychopath. But they all were.
It's a lot of reminding them that, like, okay, despite what we see on the news, the U.S. is the safest it's ever been since like the 70s.
Yeah.
It's a lot of talking about how we might have political beliefs and values, but that's not who we are as a person. And when people disagree with us, not to take it personally. It's not a personal statement. That's a lot of stuff like that.
Yeah. But that's true though, and I think a lot of people need to hear that. Where we're not saying that like you are a bad person because you like Trump or something,
We're
but
just saying your ideas are dumb.
They take it so they take it so personally and they get so enraged because their team, you know, I have to fight for my team, you know. Oh boy, it is that's amazing though. I thought about doing like psychology and stuff like when I was in high school. It still intrigues me. I never followed the path of it. But it is the way the
It's a
mind
lot
works.
of school for a piece of paper.
That's, you know what? I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to just say this out loud here to everybody. But I still see a therapist every once in a while. And I've been trying to be more consistent with it because I do suffer from, I don't want to say suffer. I don't like to say suffer, but I have
You enjoy it.
anxiety.
No,
No,
I'm
I don't
kidding.
enjoy it.
Everyone has something to
I have-
varying degrees.
Oh, yeah.
And you
Yeah.
know, I even get people that come in and they're like, you know, they don't have depression, they don't have anxiety. They're just like, oh, I have this life decision and I don't know what to do. And I'm
Yeah.
like, cool, let's figure
talk
it out.
Let's talk through it. Yeah, exactly.
This is refreshing.
And so when I
It is.
when I was like 13 or 14, I think I started seeing a therapist, and my parents took me, and I fought it, and I didn't want to do it, but oh my gosh, it's wonderful to go to someone and just talk to them, because it's not even always about just like my actual like anxieties, you know, that it's just like, here's my day to day, I'm home with the kids and la la la, and how do I come back to me and whatever. But I think about when I did say I was interested in psychology, and my therapist said, it is a lot, exactly what you said. It's a lot of school. And what are you really going to go do with that? You know, it's not as easy as you think, like, oop, boop, you know, here.
Right.
I should be an author too.
Yeah. But I'm not, I didn't really enjoy school. So I was just kind of like,
Well, I mean, and like anything else, like you can't make a living unless you're in the private sector.
right.
To the point that my first day of grad school, they sat us down and they said, if you are in this career because you want to make money, leave now.
Wow. Yep. And then it was the people who wanted to help people that were left, or just still
Yeah.
interested. And yeah, there you go. But those are the good people we need around. The people that want to help people.
Ooh, Lance, I'm sorry.
What's going on, babe?
Lance is an anarchist cop in our YouTube chat.
Oh, an anarchist cop.
Ooh,
Sorry, I had to bring that out to the light
buddy,
because like the
that
chat's kind of
sucks.
lighting up about that.
Oh my gosh, that's
I was
so
going to say about you seeing
interesting.
a therapist too. As a typical guy, I'm more than willing to pay to have somebody else listen to her.
He's
Well, you know,
true
so
but false.
It's different. That's all.
It is.
When women talk about our problems, we want validation and emotional support. When men talk about their problems, they want a solution.
Right.
So it's hard for men and women to come
Yeah.
together to talk about something without.
Because
Yeah.
she doesn't
getting
always want it
crossed.
fixed. She just wants.
I
she just
don't
wants to
want a
listen.
solution usually. I just want.
It's like then quit
like-
saying it if you don't want it fixed. I will fix this.
I think there's, you know, as much as we like to say like men and women are fully equal, there's a lot of gender differences,
There
even
are
in like brain
differences.
construction and in the way that we think and process information.
Yeah, yep. That's so interesting. And he's joking, but he does listen to me.
Yeah,
and he knows at
I'm
this
learning.
point
You know,
we've
we've
been married.
built ourselves
and
as
together for- yeah.
people, and we've learned how to talk to other people.
He knows. He's like, oh, Mary needs this quality time. She needs to
That's
just
her
be able
quality.
to.
That's your love language.
good.
My love language. Yeah. He's like, and he sits and listens
I
to
have
me.
to put my
and-
phone down.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. If he's on his phone, I'm like, dude, you are super not. I'm hearing you. I'm like, I need the eye contact, bro. I need that eye contact. But we learned that about each other, what our love languages are, and that kind of stuff. So, it's interesting. So, okay. So I want to ask, how did you start doing videos then? Like Liberty Doll, like you decided that you wanted to share things, but you didn't want to do it on your personal page. Was it videos that got you started?
I just heard this story on your screen.
Was it that you were just going to go like, I'm just going to start this Facebook page and say the things I want to say? How did that all kind of turn into this?
So I'll try to not be as like weirdly long-winded as I was on my
Oh.
stream. I don't know why I
It's-
went rambling for like 15 minutes about that.
I love it. I want to hear it all.
Yeah, Mary missed
So
it.
it was the Facebook page first for all the aforementioned reasons of wanting to like, you know, avoid the family controversy drama.
Sure.
I heard a
But
brat.
also, so
you
my
did.
passion has, I wanted to be a therapist since I was like 13, but my passion has always been writing. I actually always wanted to be an author. So it's funny that you were like, oh, I'll just go be an author. To the point that like when I was 5, I was even writing and making these little books, and I would like bind them with staples and make like covers out of construction paper. And I had this little character. It was like this little dog named Spot, and he was like secretly a secret agent, and like his doghouse turned into some like underground bat cave thing.
Wow.
I started reading
That's a
and
good
writing
story.
like really early. And so my passion has always been writing, and I was like, okay, well, I'm really good at research, so I'll also write some blog articles. So Liberty Doll was originally the Facebook page, and I would write some little snippets and post some memes, and then eventually I got a website, which was a chore and a half because I'm a boomer in a millennial body, and I did everything wrong with it and had to like switch hosts and all this crap, and it was ridiculous. So I did blog articles for a while, and there was a few of them that actually got a lot of traction. There was this woman a few years ago, she called herself the Femitheist, and she had this whole thing about reducing the world's population by 90%, basically getting rid of 90% of men.
Oh,
And then having like a national castration day and all this really crazy stuff. She
That's
later
horrifying.
on, years later, said that she was playing a character, but like really.
yeah.
She wrote counter articles, and we had counter articles back and forth
Oh,
for a little
nice.
while.
Oh, that's great.
So that got a lot of traction, but eventually what started happening is I kept getting messages and emails of people saying like, I'd read your stuff, but I would like it way better if it was a video. It's
Okay.
too hard to read,
Read it to me.
Read it to me.
basically. And I resisted that for a really long time because I thought I would never have enough to say to actually have a YouTube channel. I resisted it for like a year, and then I finally made a channel, and I uploaded a couple really terrible videos because I was just using like the webcam that came on my laptop, and I would like keep it on my lap and like hunch under a lamp for my lighting.
Oh my god.
You got to start
You were
somewhere.
doing
bad.
what you did what it took.
We started on our living room couch on a phone. That
Yeah.
was our show.
There you go. And then like I would upload a video and then not do anything for 4 months, and then upload a video and then not do anything for 6 months. And then some friends of mine actually had some podcasts that they did on like the Voluntary Virtues Network. And, they asked me to be a guest on the round table a few times, and I ended up kind of becoming a regular guest. It was a pretty short-lived show, but I did that for a while. And then some people with the Gary Johnson campaign actually were like, hey, would you want to do a podcast with us? And I was like, sure. But I'm kind of a perfectionist, and I have a certain level of professionalism that I like to try and maintain at all times. And that wasn't possible with that show, and there were technical difficulties all the time to the point like that the show wouldn't even run.
Oh,
Like
I
last
haven't gotten
minute
that
they'd
far.
be like, oh yeah, sorry, there's a storm, my internet isn't working, we can't do this.
Oh, boy,
Or
yeah.
the host would come in like on their phone at like a campfire or something last
Wow.
minute, and I'd be like,
Yeah, that's not good.
Friday, what's
Yeah.
going on?
you knew this was going on. Yeah.
My technology might not always work, but we're always here.
I was like, you know what, fuck it. Like, if I could be on there every week, I could probably do a video every week. And then
for
so I started
you.
doing like the Liberty updates and the 2A Today. And at that point, I didn't own my business, so I could actually do 2 videos a week.
Wow.
And then I kind of just like, and now here I am, and I'm doing like live streams every week. And today, like, I went on there and like didn't even prepare and didn't get to eat dinner. So I was like, oh, I guess we're doing Q&A and eating pizza.
Yay! That's awesome. But
And I
that's
somehow made it work for like an hour and a half.
Yeah.
I don't know how.
But people love that kind of stuff, getting
Yeah.
to know you
Especially
and just talk
interactive.
and
Yeah.
yep, that's awesome. I want to say again, just thank you for coming on, taking the time.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, wow, you took the time to sit down and come on to our show. This is amazing.
Anything that takes me away from doing paperwork.
All right, I'll take it. I promise I will. So are you hoping, do you do this full time? Are you hoping to do this full time? Is that your goal then?
Well, so it was not my goal for a very long time. I don't do this full time. I do, so between my practice and YouTube, I'm working about 60 hours a week.
Oh, wow.
That's
yeah.
not sustainable. You know, I want to do the whole kid thing and raise a family thing.
Yeah.
And I've had a few incidents where clients have stumbled across my videos. It's happened twice now. In the first case, it was a person that had left the practice and was not a client anymore, and they texted me like, LOL, I saw one of your videos on Facebook, and I ignored that text so hard. Never talked to them ever again.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
okay, because she had moved on
Yeah.
to elsewhere. So it was all good. Another one is still a current client, and he texted me one day like, oh man, you have a video about Supergirl. And thank God he did not watch it, because he was like, I have a feeling our politics would be different, so I didn't watch it. Thank God. That is not going to be the case with everybody. Not
Yeah.
everyone is going to be that rational.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
that started happening more and more often. And now especially that, you know, I'm my practice is in a small town now, and I'm local to it.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, I've got to kind of make a decision of where this is going to go. The internet is forever. Quite frankly, I like doing Liberty and YouTube and writing even more than I like doing my practice. So I kind of have to make the switch to make this
Yeah.
full time at
Follow
some
your
point.
passion.
It's inevitable. And I had sort of been toying with it. And then a month or two ago, I got asked to be on the Tom Woods show, and I was like,
Whoa! Oh my
Whoa.
gosh!
I've been hounding him.
And before we went on, he was talking to me back and forth, and he was like, so, you know, I was looking at your content, and you really should probably be doing this full time. Would you consider doing this full time? And I was like, well,
Wow.
damn, if Tom Woods says that I should be doing this full time, I have to figure out a way to make this
Yeah.
Yes.
full time.
That's awesome.
Oh my gosh. That
So
is
cool.
the truth.
So-
That is like the light coming down.
I just noticed you didn't mention one of the shows that you had going on
One of the shows.
back in the day.
Oh,
The one I stumbled upon after we already named ours.
Oh my gosh!
well, so that was the one that like fell apart and was with the Gary Johnson people, and I was like, oh, okay. And I think I was the one that came up with that name too, which is funny. But you guys can use it. It's fine. It's dead now. So.
That's what after we started using it, I'm like, well, people are starting to watch. It's like, I better go make sure this isn't already a thing. And then I saw yours before I really knew who you were. And I'm like, oh, they haven't done anything in like 4 years. Okay, we're okay.
Oh yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine.
Oh, that's so great.
But so yeah, thanks to my wonderful, wonderful supporters on Patreon who have been amazing. I've actually been able to move around my schedule and things that now I only work 4 days a week, and Fridays now I work from home and I work solely on like editing and
awesome.
getting things together. And today I was like researching how to do like a merch store and, you know, editing videos and researching for the next one. So now like I have a day that I can dedicate to that.
That's so
It's
great.
That's so cool.
It hasn't helped me get out videos much faster, unfortunately.
It's
but I'm
you're building a
trying.
foundation.
Yeah. But it's nice to have that time that you can do that, and you're not
because
coming-
everything it is very time heavy. Like all this stuff. Like I'm like I was on here for like 7 hours yesterday, and I'm like, yeah, I don't have much to show for it, but I got a lot done, I guess.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
it's the new computer,
Well, I
so
mean,
you had to
so
do it.
each one of my videos, like the research and writing process of it alone is usually 4 or 5 hours, and then I have to film it. Now that I was able to use like Patreon funds to get a teleprompter, it's much better because I can just like set it up with like a tablet, and I don't have to like try to memorize a paragraph and then look down and then
Yeah.
memorize the next paragraph. So that's cut back a lot of time, and I can do a video now. I can film it in anywhere from 20 minutes to an hour depending on the
that's
length of the video.
great.
But the editing,
Yeah.
I'm such a perfectionist. It takes me on average at least 12 hours to edit like a 10-minute video.
Really? Oh, see, I have not.
That's why
attempted
we
the
have to
editing
live
yet.
stream. That's
Yeah.
why this is our only route. Because
haven't
if I were
attempted.
to look at this later, no.
I started doing the live streams because I was like, well, if nothing else, it will be regular content to, connect with people, to appease the YouTube algorithm gods.
Oh, right.
And if something happens and I don't get a video out for like 10 days, I can do a live stream and still talk about stuff and it'll be fine.
Yeah.
It's certainly not as eloquent, I'll tell you that, but
Well, but there is something about doing the live stream and connecting with people in real time,
Yeah.
So that's I
That's a
think
big
that
thing
is a big
because
thing.
we're
Yeah.
on Facebook. There's a 90-second delay between what we say and the comments coming in, which makes it really hard to hold a conversation. And then we came onto YouTube just like try it out, and I'm like 10 seconds, like ultra low latency. It's like 10 seconds.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's
YouTube is
insane.
super fast, but now that they got rid of Hangouts, I was using OBS and then trying to have two windows open, but so I still live stream on a laptop. I
Yeah.
don't have a desktop set up because my home internet is crappy. It's
Yeah.
just awful, and there's no place for me to like do that there. So I do it in my office on a laptop still. So I've been using StreamYard lately just because like the quality is really great and it's a lot easier, but that has like a huge delay. I don't know what it is
Really?
exactly, but it's like a huge delay with the
Oh.
comments coming on because it like integrates the comments too.
Oh, neat. Yeah.
See, Dave's
Yeah.
like-
I haven't played with that one yet. I remember you talking about that, but I haven't even looked at that. Yeah. I'm deep into OBS. It's hard for me to get away.
I don't know anything about any of it.
I couldn't really figure OBS out. It was too hard. If I can't just press three
Oh, yeah.
buttons and make it work,
That's me.
because I don't have time to watch a tutorial and like
Yeah. I don't have the.
Yeah, that's all I did. I worked on that more than content.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a really
Well,
pretty
see,
shit
you
show.
can do that because you have two people. I'm by myself.
Yeah,
doing
that's
this.
huge too. Yeah.
Yeah, I could not.
I'm lucky because she's really good at talking, and I'm really good at the background stuff. But we also play well together, so it's like I have to be on camera.
Yeah, I like it when he's not focusing on trying
like
to fix
right now,
some
everything's
things.
kinda
Now
working.
we're like, yay, we're chatting, and this is really great. I want to ask you just a few fun questions because I mean, I don't always. I don't really watch the news a ton, and I don't know a lot about what's going on because it kind of it depresses me. I can't separate myself from what I hear, and
Honestly, like between what I hear at my practice and trying to do YouTube stuff, there are weeks that I can't do the news. And actually,
Yeah.
this week was one of those weeks, which was also why I did the Q&A, because I just
yeah,
I could, even with a long weekend, I just couldn't do it.
Yep. I decided one day to just stop watching, and it was weird because I had always watched it. I would wake up in the morning and it was on. The local news was on when I was getting ready, and then it was like Good Morning America would start, and I was addicted to like I had to see the very beginning because I had to know what was going on, know. And
no, you don't.
and then no, I don't. I feel like I'm if something serious is happening, like we're all gonna die, my
Yeah.
mom's gonna tell me, and
Everything
and
else will be a
memes.
meme. That's
Everything
our
else
thing.
will be a meme. So and then I can say like, oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, and if the
I should
meme is
go look that-
interesting, yeah.
yeah, I'll go check that out. I'm gonna go Google that now. So I want to ask you, are you a reader? Do you take time to do you like books that are outside of say, liberty and government and all that kind of stuff, or do you enjoy reading that kind of stuff? Oh, you're drinking one of those
2X
drinks.
IPA.
What is your favorite book? If you want to say like my favorite book about politics is, and then my favorite non-political book is, or if you don't even like a political book, that's okay too.
Well, so a lot of my reading does end up being the news because we don't have television. So
Okay.
all of my news I have to get through reading it.
Oh, wow.
So I use Feedly, and it like aggregates all the headlines from all the major media outlets and blah blah blah. But I do try to read for myself usually before bed. Like one of my favorite things to do is when it's like 90 degrees out, sit outside in the sun with an iced coffee and a book.
Oh my gosh.
But I don't really have time to do that anymore.
Yeah.
So I try to read before bed at night, but sometimes I only get like one page in.
Mm-hmm.
I really like dystopian fiction, but sometimes I can't handle that after hearing Orange Man Bad all day at work, and then
This is
reading
way too close to
Liberty
nonfiction.
Doll stuff for like the 4 or 5 hours after I get home from work.
Yeah.
So, sometimes I'll read true crime, serial killer things, which I guess isn't much better. But my favorite book, I'm a huge Harry Potter fan.
Are you?
I have read specifically Prisoner of Azkaban 15 times because Remus Lupin and Sirius Black were my favorite characters. Yeah, right now I'm rereading His Dark Materials, the Golden Compass series, and I'm on the second book. I'm reading that, and I'm also reading a book called Expecting Better. And it's all about like the conventional pregnancy knowledge from like it's written by an economist, and it uses economic decision making of like pros and cons for like everything. No, I'm not pregnant. There are no Liberty Doll babies yet, but
everyone's
that
going to be
is an
asking.
eventuality, and I cope with things
Yes.
by reading about them and researching them obsessively.
All right. But I do need to take that time in the evening. It's hard. I have.
No.
I mean, I'm
We just watch PewDiePie
I'm
videos.
home. We watch PewDiePie. Yeah. I'm home with the kids
I
all
don't
day.
even watch other YouTubers because it's like, when am I going to have time? The only one I watch with any regularity is Blair White because I love the way she's like, for everything.
I
And
might
it's
have to check that
fabulous,
out.
and I love her. And I'm like, damn, I wish I could be that pretty and just
Are you
hair
kidding
flip
me?
it
What?
and be okay.
Oh my gosh. Go ahead and flip your hair. Do it.
You flip that hair.
Yeah. Now, okay. So, do you take time to watch? Are there any favorite movies, or can you even say your all-time favorite movie from even childhood or growing up, whatever it is? I know you probably don't have time to watch a lot.
Well, so my husband sometimes is like, you work too much, you're sitting down and watching TV. And I'm like, okay.
Aw,
And then
that's
I
so
watch
sweet.
like 2 episodes on Netflix. And then I'm like, damn it, I could have been getting work done.
Oh, but you got to allow yourself
Yeah.
that time.
It's hard.
I
Yeah, I
know.
understand.
I know.
He's like a go, like move, do
Like,
thing. Yeah.
I'll play
so.
like Minecraft with the kids or something, and I'll be like, oh, just think of all this stuff I could have got done in that time period.
Yep, I'm the same way. So a favorite movie, golly, I don't have one singular favorite movie. I have a few. The Labyrinth
Yes.
is one.
Yes.
Was that the
Let's
subtitled
see.
I don't think it was subtitled.
The Notebook. I know.
Oh,
know.
but no.
I know.
I know it is a great.
It is pumpkin spice season.
It is. Oh, it's pumpkin spice season. No, you're allowed to say that because it is a good movie. It is. It's a loving, beautiful movie.
I can't judge. I've
Yeah.
never seen it, so I don't know anything
I
about
swear
it.
you watched it
Breakfast
with me.
Club is also one of my tops.
Yay!
I know of that.
Um,
I'm over here
I
all
don't
excited.
know.
Like, tell me more. No, that's great though. That's yeah. Now you talked a little bit about music and how you punk rock and all that. So, is this? Do you still follow this genre strictly, or do you?
Is it
kinda,
dead?
Is it?
well,
Dave is a
okay.
huge punk rock fan.
Punk is not dead. It just turned commie. That's all.
Oh,
Oh no!
it hurts.
Oh, ouch! Does that
Yeah,
hurt
and
more
you know,
though?
all the, like the non-commie bands are just not that great. Yeah, I laugh because no one ever expects it that one of my favorite bands is called Leftover Crack.
Is that a thing?
Let me
And
That's like leftover
I
bacon.
used to, before I realized medical bills were a thing, I used to go to punk shows all the time, and I would get right in the mosh pit. And at the time, I had like peroxide blonde hair or like pink or whatever. I've been every color but green. And I had a mohawk for a long time, but I
That's
could never get
awesome.
it to stand up,
Wow.
so it always just kind of like flopped over. And I would jump into these mosh pits, and I would just start like wailing on people and shoving people around and starting these mosh pits.
This girl's more punk than me.
That is amazing.
So I really like Leftover Crack and Star Fucking Hipsters and Choking Victim, and it's like this conglomeration of people that keep creating new bands, basically. I really like NoFX, and interestingly enough, one of
that
the
was a
guitar
NoFX
players
reference.
for Leftover Crack was a roadie and bus driver for NoFX for like 20 years.
Wow.
The Misfits, Michael Graves era. I know that's really controversial. Everyone likes Danzig better, but Michael Graves, I like him better. Especially, he didn't do, well, he did Saturday Night, which is a really good song. Project 1950 is my favorite album for obvious reasons, but Michael Graves wasn't on that one. But Michael Graves is a libertarian, which is pretty cool.
Well, that's great. My
Well, so of course I also
Oh.
love rockabilly.
Yeah.
So
I used to
like
love
the
Stray
Stray
Cats
Cats,
when I was little, yeah.
Three Bad Jacks. I'm really into Big Bad Voodoo Daddy right now, although they're more like jazzy swing. And then I love
That's fun.
50s music. Probably my all-time favorite song is Run Around Sue by Dion and the Belmonts. I
That's right.
also really love The Twist by Chubby Checker.
Oh, yes.
That's where I got the inspiration. Every time we have a guest on, I make a meme with all of us in it, and that was kind of the inspiration for this one.
I loved it. Oh my god, it was so good. I loved it.
Now, are you into video games? Have you ever been into video games? You might not have time for it now. Were you ever a gamer?
I love video games,
Do
and yeah,
you?
I don't have time for it.
Yeah.
But my first ever system was N64, and I got Ocarina of Time for Christmas, and it was like a magical experience.
Oh, that's so. I could feel it almost.
Yeah.
The way you're
I don't
describing
have
it.
my phone with me because it's actually we got new phones and my husband is starting it up right now. But for the longest time, actually, it's on my Q&A video. My ringtone for a really long time was the Gerudo Valley theme song. Changed it recently to the Buffy the Vampire Slayer theme, but the little text notification is still a Zelda sound.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Yeah, we're different generations, but same deal. Yeah.
yeah.
I'm an
I really
NES
love
kid.
the Fallout series.
That
Like
they're
the
just
Fallout
talking about there,
games
yeah.
Yes.
are amazing.
I
like it 'cause-
watched Dave play them.
76 because I don't really have time to be. I will only play video games if it's like rainy out or like winter. Otherwise,
Okay.
I can't justify it.
When you have
Yeah.
nothing
So-
else you can do.
Yeah. Or
Yeah.
you're snowed in somewhere, and
I
it's
got
like
3 kids, so I can't game anymore.
Yeah, no.
I can play Minecraft for like 15 minutes till they lose interest, and then
I used to watch you play Fallout though.
Yeah.
I enjoyed watching him
hours,
play it.
yeah.
Yeah, and I would just lay there and watch it and just have fun watching him play. And this was
Yeah,
pre
I
like
liked,
YouTube videos.
So my husband doesn't really game anymore either, but he really likes like the Portal series and the BioShock series, and I love watching those. I don't think I could ever play either of them because I think Portal would probably make me motion sickness after a while.
Yes.
And
Yeah, me
BioShock,
too.
I have a really high startle reflex, and I would probably just be like, like the whole time I was trying to play. But
Yeah, I thought about like Portal, but then I was the same exact
fine,
thing.
it's just
Dave's
a
like,
puzzle
"What? You're
game."
just, but you're like," he's like, "Watch me fall through this
Oh, yeah,
hole into
one up
this
here,
hole,"
one down there.
and I'm like,
yeah, I would not.
"Not okay."
I even got dizzy watching him play, and I'm like, I also don't know if I'm smart enough for these puzzles.
That's me too.
that's what I liked about it. And we could let our kids play it, because it's not like really violent. It's a little creepy, the
Right.
whole cake is a
Sure.
lie
well,
thing.
the cake is a lie.
What do you mean?
Yeah,
There will be cake.
there will be. Yeah.
Right. So my husband's text message thing is GLaDOS saying, "You have an incoming message."
Oh my gosh, that's great.
Oh, that's weird.
Okay, so now sports. Is sports a thing for you and your husband? Do you either of you enjoy the sports ball?
Well, have you ever heard of the joys of disc golf?
Disc golf.
Disc golf. Oh, the frisbee.
Like
That's
frisbee
frisbee.
golf?
Yes.
And
oh,
you throw it
yeah.
at that little
I've never
chain thing.
I've never actually played it.
I played it on Wii. I think.
I've never actually played it. Yeah.
So the Wii version is terrible.
Okay.
But no, we do not sports ball, but we disc golf ball.
Yay! That's fun. I enjoy
kinda
frisbee.
cool.
I like that. I like
Now,
that.
is that a thing? Is there leagues? Can you watch that on ESPN 5?
Oh my god. Oh my god. So, yes, there are leagues, and there are pro players, and there's pro tournaments, and we
Wow.
just went this past weekend to watch the MVP Open at Maple Hill
Are you kidding
on
me?
the Disc Golf Pro Tour, and
This is cool.
Paul Macbeth, that bastard, won again. He's like the 5-time world championship, and he has $1 million contract, and it's
Shut
insane.
up.
And he's basically a robot.
I was gonna ask, like, is Gatorade and Nike involved in this? Like, if they have sponsorships?
Gatorade is not Nike, is Nike, Adidas.
Wow.
Yeah, and so how it works, it's actually pretty interesting economically because players are sponsored by disc companies. So there's a few major
Okay.
ones, and for a long time, all the best players were sponsored by a company called Innova. And there was this company called Discraft that no one threw anymore, and they were like old. They were one of the first disc companies. Well, they this past year signed Paul Macbeth, the top player, and now all of a sudden everybody went out and bought Discraft.
Oh my goodness.
So you're
So
not
it's really
supposed.
interesting to watch from like an economic perspective,
Sure.
and like the markets and the business of it. And what's interesting too is so there's it does make it onto ESPN every now and then for like different things. So there was like this one guy, Philo Brathwaite, he one time accidentally threw an albatross, which is like 3 shots under of on just one hole, and that made it onto ESPN once, and Paul Macbeth's made it on because he sets course records like everywhere he goes.
I didn't see this.
And there's so mostly it's covered
whole
though
world.
on YouTube, and like the big controversy this year was the guy that owned the Disc Golf Pro Tour tried to give this company called Jomez Pro like exclusive rights to film the Pro Tour to take in exchange for taking a cut. And they were already making tons of money without anyone taking a cut. So, and they were like, well, no, that's also kind of messed up because they, believe that everyone should be able to cover it, and basically the best coverage wins.
Ooh,
Kind of
free market.
free marketing a little bit. And so they said no. So then the Pro Tour owner was like, well, then fine, you can't cover any of it at all. And so what happened is the Pro Tour lost a bunch of money because it's
As it
not
should.
regulated by government,
Yeah.
and free market
Yeah.
economics can work.
And that's what you
And
get,
he
commies.
actually just stepped down and sold the Pro Tour to a guy that owns like 40 acres on Nantucket that just likes disc golf.
Oh my gosh.
So is it a faux pas to say frisbee? Is it you have to say disc?
I mean, it's technically disc golf, but you can say frisbee.
I didn't mean to say frisbee.
Frisbees
It was
and
the way
discs
my.
are technically 2 different things.
Okay.
Oh.
But,
Okay.
I mean, there's like a PDGA, and there's like a rating system, and all of that. And I actually am not rated well, but I'm PDGA rated,
Ooh.
and it's like so much of a thing now that like how you get on like the lead. So if you have 2 people that are tied for like 4th, for example, they go out in cards of 4, and so if you have 2 people tied for 4th, what determines if someone gets on the card and gets on the lead coverage is their PDGA number. And so there are actually people now that as soon as they get pregnant, they go and buy a PDGA number so that their kid has an older number if they decide to go and play pro so that they get higher up.
Wow.
Yeah, somebody in the-
Crazy.
Somebody
It's
said in the
intense.
chat, different discs, like different clubs. There's actually different,
Yep, there's
Wow.
drivers, mid-ranges, and putters, just like
No
in
kidding.
golf.
Look into because
So
this looks.
and so you got a big field in front of you, and you
this
just kind
sounds
of
like
throw it
fun.
in that direction, and where it hits the ground, that's where you throw
Yeah,
it next
so
time.
actually,
This
Awesome.
sounds like yay.
this was something that I got for Christmas, and so this is actually a disc. So this
Oh.
is a driver. It's a
Oh.
fairway driver. It has my dog on it, so I don't actually throw it. So this is
say,
a
totally not
Latitude
giant pogs.
64 Explorer, and it is a 7-speed, 7... I don't remember the glide. So each disc has 4 different numbers. So the speed is how fast you need to throw it to get the full flight out of it. The next number is the glide, which is like kind of like how long it'll stay in the air. Turn is how much it will go left and right, and fade is how much it will go right. And so there's like a scaling rating system.
Holy moly.
Faster, higher numbers have to be thrown faster and stuff like that. I'm a noodle arm, so I'm still throwing 7s and 8s.
This
I
is
need to look-
fascinating.
I-
This is like a whole world that exists.
And
that we
there's
had
all different
no
kinds
clue.
of plastics that do different things, and it's like there's a lot that goes into it, like
Oh my
physics that I
gosh.
don't understand, and angles that you throw it at to make it do different things. And I'm not that great, but I enjoy it.
I feel like I could enjoy this as well. I'm going to check this out. I
And it's
I tend
usually
to
in the woods,
Ooh.
which is awesome.
Oh,
Oh,
my
man.
gosh, what? That's
This is like the type of sport I need, because
Yeah.
I don't like to run.
So
I don't leave the ground.
There's like half a dozen courses within half an hour or
you
45 minutes of where I
serious?
am. And one of them, like you go there and all the time there's just like deer walking around. There's like birds and squirrels and chipmunks
Oh my gosh.
everywhere.
Oh
and
man,
like
Sounds
frogs
amazing.
and woodpeckers. And
you are
it's very
selling
like
the shit out of
Yeah.
this.
yeah.
It's like a beautiful nature walk
Yeah.
and get to play
But you get to
something.
compete, yeah.
Have a little competition and
Rather than
and
just
have
being
some
out in
fun.
the sun playing golf, that, I
or
don't know.
just like running across the football field and
Yeah.
smashing into people.
Yeah.
I mean, I do enjoy sports,
there
but
are some courses that are like open, and like sometimes like regular golf courses will put like a temporary disc golf course up for a while or something, but
Okay.
most of the time they're in the woods
okay. So I see someone said here
around here.
woods courses are way better. Playing in open areas is boring.
And how many points do you get for clipping a chipmunk?
Oh boy.
Well, that depends who you're with.
Who's holding the
It might
scorecard?
probably accidentally kill the chipmunks. You might not want to.
I don't
want to
go ahead and do that. Yeah.
No chipmunks were injured in the filming of this.
Someone in the comments is saying half disc golfers are drunks. That is so true. It's
Is it?
really weird. Everyone is like drinking
Lyle.
and like smoking weed all the time, and
Oh
then
my
like
gosh.
we are the sober people that show up, and we're like, okay.
Are they still doing okay? Does it just get sloppy?
So a lot of them have this belief that they can only play while drunk.
That's just like
Uh-oh.
playing pool. You got to find that sweet spot.
Interesting when you play tournaments, because there's not supposed to be any substances at tournaments. And
Oh,
so
wow,
sometimes
yeah.
you see people trying to like get crunk in the parking lot real quick.
Oh my gosh.
Tailgate in the disc.
I need this. I need to do
Tailgate
this.
in the disc tournament.
Holy moly, this is a whole new thing. This is so
fun.
exciting. Oh my gosh. I want to know
I
more.
love it. I only went so some friends of mine got into it, and like my husband's cousin has been really into it. And then one day they're like, "Oh, we're gonna go play," and I was like, "Oh, well, I'll go for the hike."
Yeah.
And then
That alone.
one of them handed
Right.
me a putter and was like, "No, you're playing." And then like that was it. And I have never played a sport in my life. I don't sport. I don't coordination.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't need those things.
I don't coordination.
Well, we're gonna
And now
have to
I
introduce
play
David.
like
Yeah.
3 times a week. Actually, every Thursday morning we go and play, and then we play on weekends. I moved around my work schedule to
I was gonna
play
say, there's-
league
there's
every other
always
Tuesday
time.
night.
Mhm.
Like
Oh,
it's
fun. I feel like just being out. Now, what happens in the wintertime, though? You're out up there
Well,
where it snows, just
in
like
the
we are.
wintertime, if you're in New England, there's something called Team Challenge, where you can try out to join a team, like we did last year, and then you play even if there's a nor'easter. Because
Really?
that is the day the match is set.
So you go out there in like full snow gear, ready for anything.
Today
and
it's
play.
team deathmatch.
Yes.
Yeah.
-14 and a wind chill.
My limit, and I hate the winter. I hate the cold.
Me too.
But I drew the limit at about 27 degrees.
Oh.
Anything
Kitty.
above 27, I would go out and play.
Yeah. I also hate winter, and winter will come eventually here, and I'm not looking forward to it. So, but how fun that you still go out and play! That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm a
Yeah,
thick-skinned
there
Pollock.
was,
I love it.
And like one of our local
Not-
courses, it turns into like solid ice in the winter, so it was
Oh, gosh.
like practically ice skating.
Yeah.
And they would do on holidays, they'll do tournaments, flex start tournaments, so you can like show up at any time, but you have to show up with your card. And at one point, like we had to form a human chain across one of the fairways to go get somebody's disc.
Wow.
Oh, you'll lose anybody.
You know, I was mentioning about how much I don't enjoy snow the other day, and everyone was like, "You should get a winter sport." And I'm like, "But I don't. You know, I'm not like skiing and snowboarding. Kind of freak me out."
Sounds like broken ankles.
Cross country. Someone mentioned that cross country skiing is like I could do that. I don't like the cold, but this year I think I'm going to force myself out to do things. So I would. Oh man, this sounds like fun. I would
Yeah.
love to go. Let's walk around the woods and throw these things, and I'll
Yeah.
be in my snow
And then
pants
so
and all that.
if there's snow, then what you can do is you can actually like tape streamers to them, or they make this special colored chalk that you can rub on the disc so that when it lands, if it falls in the snow, it like leaves a trail behind that you can
Oh,
follow.
nice. Oh, yeah, because that would be really... Yeah, and what if it gets buried in the snow? Then the trail leads you to where it is. That's super smart.
Right.
I'm so
But,
excited.
It's cool because like at least like so my the course that I call my home course, it's actually not the one that's closest, but it's like it's in a public like town park, but the course itself is all run by volunteers, and every time there's snow, like the guys get out there and they like snow blow paths to the tee pads and
Oh,
they clear off all
yay.
the tee pads, and it's pretty cool.
That sounds...
Like true gentlemen.
And you
Very like true
learn the art of like popping a squat in the woods.
Oh, I didn't even think
That's a
of that.
valuable skill you'll have to learn.
Well, you learned that when
I
we
have.
first started dating.
I have. We can't.
I was a county boy,
yeah.
so it's like, just
I have to
you can
pee.
use my bumper.
Yeah, here you go.
That's like
You-
the most comfortable spot is
Sitting on
parking it on my bumper, not
yeah.
of my car.
Yes, the car, yeah. But yeah, you're...
That sounds like in unit. Where's Mike Harwood?
deep in the woods, and yeah, you have to go, you know. So
I have found that people get really confused because I do my videos and I have my Twitter and my Facebook, and then I'm like, follow me on Instagram, and then they go to Instagram and it's just like thumbnails, dog, disc golf, thumbnail, disc golf, dog, thumbnail, disc golf.
that's great.
And then I have like a couple of pro golfers that follow me, and they probably get really confused too when all of a sudden it's like gun meme.
I love it. Oh my gosh. I got to get back on the Instagram. It's been I always like to say the before things
It
because
makes
I mean
us sound older and
yeah.
it
I mean I'm
explains our ineptitude.
yeah, I'm 39, but I like to just say like the YouTube and
Yeah.
the TV and the
It's
like
kind of funny.
Yeah, I'm trying to get on the Twitter. I don't know how to operate it yet, though.
I'm on the Facebook.
You saw me
now.
doing it today. I'm like, oh, I thought a picture would come up when I put the link in there. I guess I have to make another post.
Well, Twitter is weird because it doesn't always put the picture.
Oh.
I haven't
I don't
been on
know
Twitter
why.
in a while. Yeah, he got our Liberty Late Night.
'Cause that's where all the cool
account,
kids are on
but
Twitter.
I'm-
You know, it's like I'm trying to reach people. to
I
get
mean,
on the
I
show.
will say I do definitely appreciate Twitter because you can start conversations with people and sometimes they answer. But the weird thing, you have to watch out too, because one time I went on there to complain about something that was happening at the DMV, and then the DMV DM'd me. And
What?
they're like, oh, if you give us your information, we can look it up and solve that problem. And I was like, oh, hell no.
No, I just wanted to vent.
Yeah,
I didn't want to fix anything.
right.
That happened. I remember the first time Facebook did that to me. Like every once in a while, we'll go on to like a politician page or something stupid that they posted, and you'll ask them a question in a comment, and then Facebook will be like, "Would you rather just direct message them?" And I'm like, "Oh God, no!
No, thank you. Stop.
I just want other people to see this question and make them think about this question.
Yeah. I'm not trying to direct message anybody.
I don't want to hear their reply."
Now, you showed us the disc, and it had your dog on it. Now, I was going to ask one of my fun questions was going to be just like, are you a cat person, a dog person? Are you both?
Dog person, 100%. I mean, like,
100%.
cats are cool. I had a cat, and it was great. But then I got a dog. And oh my god, my heart.
Yeah.
It depends on what you need in your
Now-
life.
Yeah.
Now all it takes is like I see a sad meme about a dog and I'm like bawling. Like every time there's
Oh.
a big hurricane, I'm like, I better go donate to the SPCA. Screw
save
the
these
Red
dogs.
Cross. Like,
Yeah.
and now I'm like, wow, well, if anything ever happened and my life got completely ruined and I had to figure out something else to do, I would open a dog shelter.
Aw,
Like, it's
yeah,
intense.
Yes. Now, is your puppy dog boy, girl? What's
Yes.
the breed?
Yep. He's a lab border collie mix.
that's-
Okay.
And he's a rescue, so he has a lot of anxiety,
Oh yeah.
I had one of those.
Yeah.
possibly a little like OCD, PTSD.
Yeah.
Like,
Sure.
if
Remember
things
Mark?
are not in the exact
Yes.
right order in the right place, he
Yeah.
freaks out.
How old is he?
We'd look at our dog and he'd just pee himself.
I know. I felt so sad.
Don't raise your
gosh.
voice.
Yeah.
He's gonna start
I mean,
peeing.
that's the way he was when we first got
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
Too. So he is about 5.
Okay.
So
Oh my goodness.
I love him so much that I'm like, oh my god, 2 years until he's a senior dog. Oh my god, he might
Oh.
only have 10 years left. What do we do?
I know. We had a dachshund, and I expected him to live because he was smaller, and everyone's like, small dogs live forever, you know. And I'm like, yeah, he's gonna be like 19, you know. And then it was 13. He got sick, and I was just like, I feel gypped, like you know, like
Yeah.
this was we were supposed to have so much more time together, you know. So, but yeah, I feel the same way about dogs. But I wouldn't mind having a cat. Cats are cool.
Yeah.
Because it kind
low
of
maintenance.
Yeah, low maintenance. They do their
Yeah.
own thing, but I still dogs to cuddle and stuff. Okay, so I want to ask you about what was your first job? What's your very 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 first job? How old were
Never been
you?
asked that before. My very, very first job, I was 16 because I started working like as soon as I could, and I worked in a kitchen in a nursing home.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah. So, like prepping the meals and
Okay, I
like
was gonna
delivering them to the residents and washing dishes with pureed hot dogs on them.
Oh,
And
I forget about this.
occasionally
Okay, I never thought about that. Yeah.
touching the dentures and the hearing aids and
Things that got left.
Yeah, and what do you do with that?
Yeah.
Is that go into lost and found? Does it get rinsed and then put into a basket? The dentures and hearing
sort of.
aids.
So like the cart, like the big carts were numbered, and so we knew which unit belonged
Oh,
to.
good.
So
Yeah.
we would call that unit and be like, so anybody lose some dentures?
Right.
Is anybody asking?
Yeah. How long did you do that?
I gotta get my wallet out of my pocket. It's
So I did that for 7 years.
Wow.
Because I did that all through. I ended up going to a different company. I actually followed like my favorite cook, and ended up where she was working after that. Yeah, I did that for 7 years, and I actually worked full time all through high school and college because what I would do is I would work like the 4-hour shifts after school, but I would also do doubles on the weekend. So I would go in for like
Wow.
6 a.m. and leave at like 7:30 p.m. And I would do that on the
Wow.
weekends. So I had like vacation and sick time
Oh my god.
when I was like 17.
No kidding. Holy cow.
Nobody gets that. Yeah.
I'll tell you
Yeah,
what, Dave Ramsey
and
would be
then
proud.
Eventually, I also picked up a second job as the weekend receptionist. So I would go in because that actually paid a little bit more, and it had a shift differential on the weekends. So I did that all the way up until I left for grad school, and
Oh
I
my
paid
goodness.
my way through my first 2 years of college because my first
for
2 I
you.
did community college because I had to pay for it myself. And then I transferred into a state school and got paid to go.
Really?
So I ended up
Wow.
paying, yeah. So I mean, I was working full time and paying for my books and everything else, my car, my gas, all of
I-
it, my car insurance.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, that's I said. I've been listening to a lot of Dave Ramsey, like on the way home from work, like every day now.
Yeah.
And like
He would be applauding you.
Yeah.
Right now.
he's like, well, you don't take loans.
That's
How much
fantastic.
I
can
mean,
you
I
work?
had to take them for grad school.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
but, I did
Yeah.
state school for that so that it was also cheaper.
Good for you. Oh my goodness. Wow, you seem like you have a really great
You
work
got your shit
ethic.
together.
Yeah, you got it together.
That's my morning mantra. I said in the chat
I
the
don't
other day.
feel like
It's
I
gotta get my shit together.
But
No, you do. You do. Now, do you travel? Do you and your husband do any traveling, or have you traveled and felt like, oh, this was like the best trip I ever took? Is there somewhere that you guys want to go together, or like, say like I want to go to Ireland, Dave wants to go to Poland, so I mean, we
yeah.
both want to see family. But tell me about traveling. Have you done it? Where do you want to go?
Well, so the only place out of the country that I've been was Bermuda, and that was so once my dad got divorced, he sort of got in this mindset of like, well, I'm just going to spend all my money. And so he goes on cruises so often that he has like whatever the cruising equivalent of frequent flyer miles is.
Oh, wow.
And he had
That's a
enough
thing?
like frequent cruising miles to take me with him to Bermuda. And so we did like a 10-day cruise to Bermuda, and that was pretty
fun.
awesome. But I don't know. I would love to travel. I would love to go see things. I definitely want to go see like Rome and Germany and all of these places because like I'm interested in like the history.
Yeah.
I want to see all the historical stuff.
yeah,
Like I
yep.
could give a crap about the Eiffel Tower. I'd want to go see the museums and like the catacombs and like
Ooh.
whatever
yep.
else. But no, I mean, we don't really travel because I mean we're kind of in the mindset now of like pooling all our resources together to try to get to South Carolina.
Yeah.
So I will say the best trip, the one place that I ever went, and I was like, this is amazing, this is the best thing ever, was actually we honeymooned in South Carolina, and like we didn't want to leave.
Oh, yay. Oh, is that why? Are you going back? Are you visiting? Or are you planning to move there?
We're planning to move there.
Okay.
That's like the promised land.
Oh,
We've
how
actually
great.
been planning to move there since like 2015, but things kept happening.
Mm-hmm.
At one point, we even had a real estate agent and we were looking at homes, but like things kept happening that ended up having to like cut that short,
Sure.
unfortunately.
Yeah. Yep. Gosh, wouldn't you love to just be away from winter, like right
Yes.
now?
That's like
Yes,
one of our
that's how
biggest
I feel,
struggles right
yeah.
now. Is like
Where
I
are
like
you guys based out of?
Pennsylvania.
Well, yeah.
Northwest
Yep.
Pennsylvania.
Oh,
Yep.
so same thing then.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're right on the
Yeah,
lake here.
okay.
We get lots
You get
of
the
snow.
snow before we do.
Oh, we get big snow.
Big snow.
We are. I don't know.
I don't like it.
Me and one of the us and one of the Liberty Memes admins, because they're in New York. They're by Syracuse,
Yeah,
somewhere in that
yeah.
area. So we always
Oh.
argue about who has the highest snow totals.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think our record was it was a couple years ago. It was probably a record year for you too.
Oh, that was
It
probably
like snowed every Monday for like a month and a half, and we got like 20 feet of snow within a month.
Oh my gosh,
a lot
yeah.
of snow.
That's like what happened on Christmas a
Christmas
few years
Day,
ago.
yeah.
We just we were opening presents with the kids, and we had
We had the blinds closed and
shut
stuff.
and everything, and it was probably around 10 o'clock, and we're like, oh, finally kind of starting to
Let some
throw
daylight
things
in.
out. Like, okay, let's open the window. And the snow was up to the bushes on the windows, and I'm like, we are not driving out to your
Oh,
parents' house.
it was insane. Yeah.
We cannot
Wow.
go anywhere. It's wild. So I hate it.
Yeah, I've never liked
I love
winter, but as I get older and older, I just like I cannot function from like November to April.
Yeah.
I just can't.
Like,
and like,
psychologically?
I'm already feeling it now, and it's only
Yeah,
September, and I'm
I
like,
know.
oh crap.
I feel you. I feel you so much.
Campfire season now.
I
This is
think
beautiful.
Well, see, I want to embrace the campfire season, but I know it's
It's
coming,
so
so
short.
I'm already like,
Right.
You get like
I'm
2 weeks
already
of
feeling
fall.
bummed, and but it's like I can get through the holidays, but it's once like mid-January, I'm just like, okay, what's
Oh.
the next thing to look forward to? And I'm like, what? It's so
My
far
birthday.
away.
St. Patrick's Day. That's when the sun starts coming out.
That's St. Patty's Day is his birthday, so I'm always like, it better be nice, but it's always cold.
Mm-hmm. Big
So.
Polish leprechaun.
Yeah, big Polish leprechaun. So, I want to ask you. It's kind of turned out as a joke that I always ask people what their favorite color is, though. But I always wonder
I
what.
saw you out of your list there.
What's your favorite color?
It's red.
Yeah, awesome. I have
Wow,
a fruit
that's-
fly that
that's
likes to
bold.
follow me around. Yeah. No, I love it. And what's the lipstick? I need to get onto wearing lipstick. I put on like a gloss, but
I have it with me
Yeah,
actually.
you're both redheads, so
I
it's-
need to be more bold with
Well,
my
mine isn't
lipstick.
natural.
I need to be bold.
Ah. I was gonna
so
say because
what
we get
is-
a lot of redheads.
It
come
looks-
through.
I've recently
though.
discovered the joys of matte lipstick.
Really?
And I like it much better than the shiny.
Okay.
So this one is
Alan's just saying that because my shirt's blue.
Maybelline, and it is Siren in Scarlet. don't know
Oh,
if you
I
can-
like it.
Ooh, we got
That'll
a friend siren.
focus.
Oh, I like
there
it.
we go.
Yes. Now, okay, so sometimes my lips are dry. What do you do with a matte lipstick, though? Because that is not for dry lips.
I'm out of this conversation.
Drink
Do you-
a lot of water.
Okay, I should drink more water.
Sometimes
Okay.
I'll like put a little bit of like chapstick on first and like
and then
kind of
okay.
thing. But
then
yeah, I
put it
wear
on.
this every day, and I
Oh,
don't
I
really
love
have
it.
a problem. But I do put on like Burt's Bees like lip gloss or whatever.
Okay.
Not lip gloss, but the
You
stuff
do
in the
you do a
little tubs
foundation.
Yes.
before bed
Yep.
at night.
Oh yeah. And especially in the wintertime, I'm addicted to chapstick and lotion. I'm just like, oh my gosh, drying out.
Yep.
Did you watch the Burt's Bees thing? They had a thing on Netflix about him. It was a couple
No.
years ago. It might still be on there, but wow, that was so interesting. Do you remember watching it? And he lived in this like tiny little
No,
house.
I don't think I watched it with you.
And really, oh my gosh,
I
it was
could've. Who knows?
amazing. Yeah, you definitely got to check it out because just to see him, Bert, you know, like,
I don't know.
and he lives in this little house and he lives up, you know, he sleeps upstairs and it's cold and you know he puts the wood burning fires stove whatever you know to heat the house and stuff and he's just so like whatever about the whole like company thing, you know, he's like I just want to
wow.
I want to be me and this is what I do.
He accidentally
and
made chapstick.
yeah,
Is
he
what-
accidentally made this whole beautiful thing, but he's just not
That's pretty
into.
cool.
Yeah, it is. I'd
Yeah,
say check it out.
I'm a lotion conspiracy theorist. I think like if you start using lotion, then you have to use lotion. So I just never start.
Well, so chapstick is like that.
It is, though.
That's,
It is.
That's kind of
Yeah.
where I'm at. Like, it gets a little dry. It'll get a little
But
ashy on my
chapstick,
white
you
hands,
can't
but
be addicted to having like using chapstick. Yeah.
But I mean, but lotion. I mean, I don't know, man. You need to hydrate, or else you're gonna get really wrinkly.
what was that? Was
There
that
you
a
go.
Dave Chappelle
Yep.
where he said somebody said or Chris Rock or something where
Yeah.
you need a black friend
Yeah.
to teach you about lotion,
Yeah. Because your skin is dry.
but we don't know it because we're white. You don't
Yeah,
see it.
you don't. I do see it though, because I'm Irish, and so I get really like red, and it hurts in the wintertime. So, can you tell us a little bit about your like favorite foods? What kind of snacks do you like to have, and what's your favorite dinner, or do you like to cook? Do you like it to be cooked for you?
Yeah, I like to.
I don't like to
I mean,
cook.
sure, I like to cook. I mean, I wouldn't say I'm not bad at it, but I don't make things that look pretty and are plated pretty.
Oh, that's me.
Because I also try to do them quickly. So,
It's just
like,
good food.
sometimes my husband calls it truck stop special.
Oh, that's okay. That's
No,
okay.
That's my style.
Yep, that's good.
I didn't anything fancy, but you're gonna love it.
Yep.
Yeah. Favorite foods. So let's see. Sushi. I love sushi. I love Mexican food. But I can't have gluten, so I can't have a lot of Mexican anymore. Fridays is like gluten-free pizza night.
Okay.
My
Friday's
like
pizza
dessert
day.
things, I'm not like a sweets person, but I love dark chocolate, like 80 to 90% dark.
Oh my
Like
gosh.
not even
this-
sweet anymore.
Yeah, that's
Nope.
this guy. Yep. He. I'll take a bite and I'm like, I can appreciate that.
Yeah, I want it to be bitter, like my soul.
Yeah.
Oh, and
I'll buy him the bars,
I keep a
yeah.
jar. Ready? I have a jar of peanut butter in my desk,
Oh my gosh.
and I've got my chocolate.
Good.
It's
Good for
I
you.
don't know, what's this? Extreme dark chocolate.
Wow.
This one's 88%.
Nice.
Nice.
Just break pieces off and scoop
Dip
out
it
the
in
peanut butter.
Yes. Oh man.
And it's like the best thing ever.
Yep. I do enjoy chocolate on peanut butter, but I'm not going that that dark chocolate, but maybe I should try. Maybe
Well,
that
yeah,
would.
and if you're mixing with like a peanut butter, the peanut
Yeah.
butter's pretty sweet, so
Yeah,
you got
I-
that.
So I mean,
I don't need to
That
see
have.
what
boost.
happened is I did keto for like a year and a half, 2 years,
Okay.
and then once you stop eating sugar, you can taste it in like
Really?
everything. And
Okay.
I
Oh,
like
cannot,
sodas and
I
juices.
cannot eat milk chocolate anymore. It's disgusting. I can't even fathom white chocolate.
Oh,
I can't.
yeah.
It's like when you get like
See, I
a
need
tea,
to-
like a regular Lipton or something like that, and I'm like, this is like syrup. And
Yeah.
It's like,
I just
where's
get
the
unsweetened
tea
tea because I can't handle like all the sugar that's in a regular tea. Ugh. I need to look into keto. I need to look into
Yeah, we
that.
were talking about that.
I know.
We need an intervention. Like we've been accumulating mass lately.
Yeah, too much mass. So, did I read that you are doing? Are you coming out with a blog? Like, are you? Is there a new website coming out? Is that you or? Because I
So
saw.
I'm working on it, and
Okay.
I use the term working on it loosely because what it is, it's like, so I hired someone to do my logo, and they are just finally like finishing up the logo stuff, and then man, I don't get WordPress. I don't know how to do that crap.
Yeah.
So then it was like, okay, trying to figure out hosting and blah, 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 blah,
Yeah.
blah. And then, like, I still can't figure out that crap. So I'm like, okay. My friend was like, well, make me an admin and I'll figure it out. So I just made my friend an admin. And then so I'm trying to get there to have a website. And what I want to do with it is, I might start blogging again. I know that I should. Tom Woods told me that I should. So I
listen to Tom
should.
Woods.
You have to.
You have
You
to
should
listen.
not should. You have to because
Yeah,
Tom Woods.
Tom Woods said it, so
Tom Woods. Damn it.
Basically.
yeah.
So I want to do that. I want to have a merch store, and I think I'm going to try to do that all like self-contained. And then I also want to have set up like a members only area too in the event that. So I'm like, I don't plan for anything except stuff like this. I'm like, okay, so I just got this affiliate partnership with Palmetto State Armory, right? And then the Gun Collective got kicked off of Patreon because they had FFL affiliates and were giving discount codes. So this could happen to me. So I need to set it up so that I can have it on my website all ahead of time. So, I mean, I have a list of things.
Yeah.
And I'm going to try to figure it out myself. If that doesn't work, then I'm just going to go on like the Squarespace marketplace and hire someone and be done with it. Because
Yeah.
I don't know what any of that stuff is.
Oh.
That's great though. And there's always someone out there who does have an answer, that you can if
That's
you have
what-
to hire someone or even ask, I'm sure your community, loves you so much that they would be willing to try to help you in any way.
That's what I'm always
Well,
afraid of because I feel like we're
I'm-
tumbling forward in this, like this, like getting people on our stream and stuff. We were just hanging out with people, and it's like, what do I do now? It's like I'm just like
Yeah.
blindly walking around.
I mean, that's kind of it is. I'm kind of like, well, what do I do now? So I try to look and see what other people are doing, and I don't know. I don't like reaching out to people because I'm an introvert, and I like people to come to me. But I'm learning that that's something that I have to figure out how to do.
Yeah.
So like, I went out on a limb the other day, and I was like, "Hey, Matt Christensen, I like your website. Who built it?" And he was like, "Oh, it's Squarespace." And I'm like, "All right, well, maybe I'll use Squarespace."
Good.
And then was researching like different like merch companies and printers and stuff like that, and I'm like, well, okay, I think I know what I want. Hey, Julie Borowski, what do you use?
Yeah, absolutely.
See,
absolutely.
right now I'm doing that to you. I'm watching what you're doing. I'm like, what's she doing?
Dave's taking notes.
Well, so I mean, I guess like don't necessarily use me as an example because like I never think that I'm doing enough. And then like when I was on Gun Collective a couple weeks ago, they were like, "Oh my God, why are you doing so much?"
What? Wow.
I'm like, I'm far enough
And I
behind.
was like,
We're far
"There's
enough behind
still
him.
not enough. There's still more work that could be done."
Yep.
Now, can I ask you, do you have any recommendations for, say, me, having a gun? I want to have something I can carry with me that I'm with my kids, so I need to. I feel like I should tuck it away somewhere, because I'm with my children walking around.
AR across the back.
Okay, well, I'm not comfortable
So,
walking around with my kids
there
like that.
I don't know the company because it was given to me as a Christmas present, but there are technically concealed carry purses that actually have special locked compartments with like keys.
Ooh.
So it follows the Massachusetts requirement that it needs to be on your person and or in a locked container.
Oh, okay.
And
So there's
or?
that.
Okay, yes. Is that what it requires?
Because I don't know, I know that because the thing is like you can't. So in Massachusetts, concealed carry is legal, open carry is legal, with the caveat that if anyone sees you and feels uncomfortable, they can call the police and you can get charged with disturbing the peace.
Get your ass tased.
And
Because you're
be
carrying a gun.
disqualified for carrying a gun because you're brandishing it in public. This is something that happens here.
Wow.
That's terrible. Someone.
So it's like if you're going to
I'm
carry, you better carry good. Like,
Yeah. Oh my
Basically.
gosh. Massachusetts
So
is a
you
silly
can't-
place.
It's a silly
You can't be printing anywhere. And I don't know, I know that for women there's like the flashbang holster that weirds me out, and I don't think my boobs are big enough to hide a gun, quite frankly.
What is a flashbang?
What is
pole?
that?
What, you
I
gotta-
need to
you
learn.
can't
It's
just-
a holster that literally like tucks under like the middle of your bra.
Oh, that's so for you.
I'm gonna try it.
Um,
I'm gonna do
and I mean,
it.
I'm
Good,
someone,
now you
like,
can
I
carry
kinda
that
like to wear
AK.
form-fitting clothes, so I cannot like hide a gun right here. It's not happening.
Okay. Oh my goodness.
Wait, let me check the views. They just go up.
I had no idea about
Yeah. So
cleavage holster.
that is
That's
not,
awesome.
I mean, it's not ideal.
Yeah, how do you
but,
get to that? Do you have to,
there
like,
are
flash the-
concealed
Yeah.
carry purses. There's like corsets too.
Ooh.
I don't know. They never fit me right.
Yeah,
But,
and I gotta be comfortable. That's the thing too. I gotta be.
You're a
I
mom
gotta
of
be-
3. This
yeah.
has got to be low maintenance.
And- Yeah, I
So
gotta be able
as
to.
far as actual guns to carry, like that's a tough one because I mean, there's like a whole solid maybe like 3 pistols that are legal in Massachusetts.
Oh wow.
So, when I first started carrying, I decided I wanted to carry 380 just because I was brand new to guns and I was scared a 9mm would be too much.
Okay.
It's obviously
And now.
not
Bless your heart.
so at the time, there were 2 concealed carry pistols that were legal in the state of Massachusetts, and that was I think it was Smith & Wesson, the Bodyguard 380, and the SIG P238. And actually, only certain models of the P238 were mass legal, and that was only for some reason the one with rosewood handles. Go
Wow,
figure.
that's very
Wow.
specific.
Yeah.
My goodness.
So yeah, so what I would say is if you know anyone that has a bunch of guns, like go to the range with them, try out a few, see what you
See what
like.
I'm
Or
comfortable
what
with.
we did is we
Okay.
went to a public range and like rented a couple.
Wow.
I don't know if you have any laws as to how many you can buy, rent, or lease
Should try it
there
I've never heard of that.
within a month. Right now, I'm carrying a Glock 42. It's not what I want to be carrying. I'd rather have like I think, what is it? Is it the 26, the 9mm? But I mean, it's small. It's easy to hide. It's easy to conceal. Like whatever. The SIG was kind of like too small for me. I've never shot anything in the Springfield XD series, but that's been recommended to me. I like the idea of an external safety, especially like if there's kids around. I don't know. It just feels like an added like extra layer
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
me.
External safety.
And like the Springfield XD series is supposed to be pretty good, and they have external safeties on some of the models.
Okay.
So
Yeah, I got an XD40, but it's pretty old, so I'm not exactly sure what external safety. It just has the thing in the handle, and then the thing in the trigger, and if you're not pushing both of those, it won't fire.
okay.
Yeah.
That's all mine has. That's what she started. That's what we started on, was that the 40 caliber full size XD, and then I got
Oh wow.
a 90 or 9mm. I don't. What the hell is that thing?
I don't know.
But I'll run it.
I know.
I don't even know what I have. But yeah,
Well,
yeah.
I mean, and it's interesting that you started with like a 40, because I mean 40 is the most popular. 45 is pretty popular too, but so in Massachusetts, you have to take a firearm safety course, you have to do a live fire course, you have to do an interview with the state police, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Wow.
What?
Somehow along the way, we also ended up talking to a firearms attorney, and both during the training course and with the firearms attorney, they said to try to avoid carrying 40 or 45 in Massachusetts, because if anything happens and you ever have to use it, the lawyers like to call that like the cowboy calibers, and you will automatically be painted as someone who's looking for a fight.
Wow.
Because you're
Oh.
carrying a 40 or a 45.
Wow.
Yeah, Pennsylvania. We just bought that thing, walked out, and dumped a bunch of clips at the game lands.
That's wild. Boy, that is.
Reason number 453 why I want to move.
Yeah. Definitely.
But now
Oh
they
my
closed down
gosh.
the game lands. You have to have a hunting license to shoot there, so you have to go to
Yeah.
a private range or something, or
gonna look
my
into
parents' yard.
All that. Yeah, if you live out in the county.
Massachusetts, you well, I mean, there's ranges, but if you're not at a range, you cannot shoot within, oh God, it's a really specific number. You have to be an X number amount of feet from the road, X number amount of feet from any dwelling, and you have to get the permission from any owner of any dwelling that borders that property.
Wow.
Wow.
Yes.
No, we just jumped out the car and start firing.
Yeah. No, that's. So we're not going to move there.
No, never. Do not.
Visit,
do not.
but not
It's
move.
okay to love Erie.
Bankrupt and in debt and like, oh my God, it's awful here.
Oh my gosh. This has been so much fun. I don't even know what time it is. We've been hanging out with you. This is. It felt,
Normally we would leave by now.
this
this
feels
is
like
great.
we're just chatting with a friend. You know? Oh
This
my.
is fun. I've never been asked a lot of these questions before, so
I'm-
it's interesting.
Oh, I'm so excited.
And I'm just over here rambling, so
Yep.
you know.
I love
whatever.
it.
This
No,
is what we do.
This is what we just love to get to know people and hear their stories. So, you know, rambling was not what I was thinking. I was like, yay, she's got a story to share.
Yeah.
Please tell everybody who's watching right now where they can find you on all social media platforms, and talk about your Patreon so everybody knows about
All
that too,
right.
please.
So,
Yes.
okay. My main platform is YouTube. You can just search for Liberty Doll on there and you will find me, or else you can do www.youtube.com/c/Liberty Doll. You can find me mirrored on Gunstreamer and BitChute. My Second Amendment videos are on Full 30. I'm
Wow.
experimenting with putting some others over there as well that are not necessarily Second Amendment related. Let's see. I am on the Twitter. I am on Instagram. I have a Minds that I don't use. I have a Gab that I don't use. I have a MeWe and a Parler that I don't use. So don't go to those.
Yeah.
Facebook.
Laying the groundwork.
Right?
So I have Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Audio only versions of all of my shows, at least the produced ones that are not live streams, can be found on Podbean, iTunes, Google, Stitcher, and Spotify. I will have a website in like a month or two, maybe. I am also on Subscribestar, and you can also find me on Patreon. And if you join Patreon or Subscribestar, I also have an exclusive Facebook group that is only for people that donate on Patreon and Subscribestar. So everyone else, as much as you love my videos, I'm sorry, but this is something special for the people that helped pay for my laptop.
That's right. Amen.
Exactly.
So if you join on Patreon or Subscribestar, you can also get access to my Facebook group. I think that's all of it.
That's amazing.
Well, I forgot to take
Wow.
notes.
No
Shit.
wonder you are so busy. You have so much going on. That's great. We need more of this in the world. Liberty Doll, thank you for coming on here tonight. This was
Oh, wait,
it
hold
was
on.
a pleasure, honestly. Oh, Somebody
Mike
wants to know.
asked if you have a PayPal.
Do you have a PayPal?
Yes, yes, I do. I also have Litecoin and I have Bitcoin, but I have to figure out how to get my wallet on my new phone. And I do have PayPal. I think it's paypal.me/thelibertydoll. I'm not entirely sure because I got kicked off of PayPal at one point and had to start a new one.
Wow.
Yeah,
means
that
you're doing
was the
something
thing
right.
that happened.
Yeah, when you get kicked off.
But it's so yeah, but they're in the bottom of the description of all of my videos, and I have affiliates. You can go and look at any of my videos, click on any of the affiliate links in the description. We've got USCCA, we've got Palmetto State Armory, and the Liberty Classroom right now.
Ooh.
So there's going to be some others shortly, but any of those, if you click on the links, you buy anything, any of the products from any of those sites, percentage of it does come back to help the channel.
Nice.
Sweet.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
And it really does matter. You know, it's
It
like
does.
this is it's a lot of money to stream. You know, it's like the equipment, we had to pay for better internet because our internet sucked, and it's like,
Oh, I had to do the same thing. My internet
Yeah.
is like $250 a month.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
Yeah. Oh my
I
gosh.
still have to plug in an Ethernet cord and everything because I still only get like 30 whatever MB whatever. out
oh
of it.
Yeah.
Luckily
Yeah.
ours is good, and that was the first thing we did when we started Patreon. I'm like, we're there. We can get better
We
internet.
need better internet.
Here we go.
Yeah.
And now I'm like way months ahead in our Patreon payments to pay for this computer I just bought.
It was necessary though, so we could bring guests on like you.
Yeah.
This was so fun. I super hope you come back, especially when
Oh,
you want.
absolutely.
Oh, I'm so glad.
Anytime
I'm
you
so
want to promote
glad.
anything,
yeah,
we got
anytime.
our own little niche group here.
Anytime you want to promote anything at all. Thank you so much for being here. Have a wonderful evening. Oh my gosh,
you.
I
You
can't wait to
too.
hang out again. Thank you. Everybody go subscribe to Liberty Doll. We're going to take a tiny break and then come back and talk a little bit more. But you have a wonderful night, and
Thank you.
you do the thing, Dave, okay?
Yeah,
So I'm
I'll
going to
do
use
the
the
thing.
restroom real quick.
Can you use the sink real quick?
No, not the sink, Dave.
Catch you later. Good night.
Why did you leave me? 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 Why did you leave me?
Yeah, I'll turn this back on. Mary will be back in a minute. I know I'm going to get in trouble on YouTube for that, because that's a YouTube clip. I keep seeing these drops on my little YouTube graph here. Are you guys losing video? Oh, I got to push this other button. Let's get rid of that. There we go. Drink count's back up. Not accurate. Mary's count is 5. think we're even now. 5. There we go. It's like, so YouTube's gonna stifle our weirdness a little bit, I think. At least that little bumper thing that I have where it shows like how to connect with us and our own Patreon and stuff like that. That's actually our friend playing the guitar in the background there. Our real life friends come over every once in a while and we drink and hang out. And then we'll sometimes come down here to the studio and I'll actually record some music with him. And he was left alone for a little bit and started playing guitar. And I actually took that and made that our little bumper music there. With his permission, of course. Wow, Christian's multi-commenting. That was fun. That was really cool. I didn't get to use any of our reactions. Here comes Mary. I came back without you.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I played the Why Did You Leave Me thing real quick. It freaked out a lot of the new people.
Bad.
And then
I got a piece of pizza.
I explained the bumper music with Matt playing in the background.
Oh, yay. Oh, my goodness. That was so much fun. Oh, why does my chair feel so low? Oh, it's not low. It's just because we look low there. Guys, how fun. Oh, my goodness. I feel like I could
Pickles.
hang out with her for like another forever, you know?
Hey, I got a new one.
Yay, you did. Thank you, Liberty Doll, for coming on. Thank you to Liberty Doll's fans for coming to hang out, too.
Yeah.
And all of our family.
Why didn't you get pizza? It's Friday. Friday's
Yeah.
pizza day. Now we can actually talk to the comments.
Yeah.
And did you hear the brap when we were interviewing her?
I want to say, too, thank you to our family, our Liberty family, who comes and hangs out with us and listens to us talk to
Yeah.
other people and hang out in the comments and talk
Yeah.
to each other. And
Right there. I get lost here. Liberty
yeah.
After Dark. Another of our family. Another great
Yep.
live stream. Follow them on.
And that's another thing too,
YouTube.
is that I mentioned about like how do you come out of the anarchy closet to your family and stuff like that, and
it's nice to see these people that went through the same
exactly
travels we did
and
are currently doing.
I feel like Strider said it. I don't know if he's still here or not, but he said our Liberty Memes family.
Yeah.
It's
Something to fall back on.
well, not even fall back on. It's sometimes your blood family, you know, and I'm talking like maybe extended. Maybe my parents are pretty cool, so I think they'll be like, okay,
Yeah, they'll be
whatever.
fine with it.
But I'm not sure about everybody else.
Yeah, it's
but I
extended
feel like,
family that I'm more worried about. Extended
Yeah.
family, I'm not even worried about them. I'm more worried about like my job, I guess.
Yeah. But I feel like the Liberty. I don't know. I feel like everyone else could unfriend me, but if anyone from my Liberty family unfriended me, I would be devastated. You know, I would be like, "Oh my gosh, why?"
And we have
What?
been devastated.
Yeah, like what the hell? So, but yeah, you guys are. We love you. We love you.
What?
Do you know that's not plugged in, right?
Yeah.
So like we're like
No.
putting batteries in there, and it doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
we need to plug it. We'll go get that before the after party.
For some
Speaking of
reason you already-
after party, that's when we're going to break loose the Jews.
Yeah.
We're going to free them all. And
Yeah.
so we have to say
So. Mm-hmm.
our after party occurs after our Friday night streams. We go to the Liberty Memes Patreon group
That guy right there.
because we are the official live stream of Liberty
Memes.
Memes. And we still have to keep our roots there because that's how we got where we're at, and that's why we're where we are. We will always support the Liberty Memes
Oh no.
brand. What?
My parents are pretty much libertarian and just don't know the word. The problem is my mom's sister somehow turned into liberals over the years.
My heart hurts.
Yeah. A big F. I'm sorry. Yeah. So come over to Liberty Memes Patreon group because we're going to do our after party there where we hang out and just kind of talk about stuff and get a chance to read the comments. Why is Christian on?
He's on both. He's all over
Oh,
the place.
is he?
He's got
Okay.
legs,
He's-
baby.
He's got legs, yeah.
He's running back and forth.
Oh, there we go. Okay, so he's doing that. I thought it said double dip, and I was like, "What's he talking about?"
I'm surprised the double rip didn't come up before the rip.
Yeah.
Was Juan doing it now?
So, This
I'll
was
tell
a
you
ton
what.
of fun.
Oh, it's our Facebook. I don't know what it got up to, like maybe 20, but our YouTube was up to 50. Right now, YouTube's winning. But of course, we brought on Liberty Doll, who brought her own crew with her.
Yes, and they were so fun to talk
Yeah.
to. Now, who was the guy? Lance. We need to find Lance. He's an anarchist cop.
Oh yeah.
I want to talk to him. I'm very, very interested in what that's like to be.
Yeah, I saw the little chat start
Yeah.
heating up about that, and I'm like,
Yeah.
everybody's like, "Well, quit your job."
I know, but I really want to talk to him sometime about that, because
It's like, can you still be a cop if you like practice anarchist principles and just like roll around and be like, "Oh, you're not hurting anybody. I'm not gonna do anything about it," or do you have to
Yeah.
meet quotas and I got a bus. You have a partner with you. He's like, he's smoking weed right now, and it's like, yeah, but he ain't hurting anybody.
Right. Yeah.
He's literally selling heroin to a 12-year-old. Oh, that's a voluntary interaction. 12-year-old's consenting.
Hey, there's one for the after party.
There's a lot of no's coming up over here.
That's something I would actually, you know me. You know how I like to get devil's advocate. I like to talk about stuff. So, after party question could be talking about 12-year-olds buying heroin.
Yeah. Well, their
12-year-old
parents should be more involved in their life.
Okay, but
He's just fulfilling a market demand, even if the market happens to be a 12-year-old.
it's kind of shitty though.
It is
kind of shitty.
Really
Yeah.
shitty. I wouldn't do that job. I would not pick that.
Pick that as your job.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go, Trey.
I'll tell you what. Like, I try to keep my shit together when we're interviewing and stuff, but I'm still reading comments and I'm looking opposite. So when I'm looking this way, when I'm looking this way, I'm looking at Facebook chat. When I'm looking that way, I'm looking at YouTube chat. But I'm laughing at all this stuff,
I don't want
and
to be shitty.
these friggin' gays in our YouTube chat are cracking me up, man. And apparently they're into boobs, which is pretty cool.
Is that a real thing?
I don't know. He had much disdain towards gays who are not into boobs.
Oh, I didn't read any of that. Thankfully, because
you're
I'm
carrying the conversation.
watching Boobs Are Boss. Oh my gosh,
So
are you
Tom and
kidding
Trey.
me? We're the best gays. Oh my gosh.
and they're
gotta be
looking
kidding
for a
me,
wife
because-
for some reason. I need to get deeper into this.
Oh, my
maybe in
goodness.
the after party.
Yeah, let's go to the after party. Tom needs to be involved though.
Yeah, how do we? Well,
Yeah.
I guess he'll just have to talk
He'll
through.
have to speak through Trey so that we can
case.
we are the fake case. Oh my gosh. Yes. All right, so we're gonna shut this down. And Donnie, I'm sorry. I feel sad because I don't want to
Donnie's
leave
not in?
I don't want to leave the.
Oh, okay, so Tuesday nights is also okay. So here's what I haven't told Mary, but I'd like to do is Sunday night Twitch night, because
What's
I've been
Twitch?
I've been looking into Twitch,
Someone tell me what Twitch
and apparently
is.
we got to get started if we're gonna monetize that shit, because you got to have so many hours, so many streams. So I might try to figure out how to. I mean, if I can do it on YouTube and Facebook, I can throw Twitch in there too.
Sure, I'm twitching.
Because you gotta have like so many hours, so many streams a month, and then you can become a partner, and you can.
Oh, but it's very particular about politics, though.
Well, we're not all that political, I don't think. Like
Yeah,
we don't try to be. Obviously, our beliefs bleed through. Mixer, does Grindr have a live stream service?
Get me
Very
on there.
very particular. No, there's I've been looking around Twitch, and it's not just video games and Asian girls dancing in underwear. There's also just people having conversations, which is what we're gonna try to slip into.
Maybe. Maybe.
Really? Well, we'll find out. I'm not there now. If I'm not there later,
Really?
I got it set up. I got a Twitch account. So yeah, if you're on Twitch, you can find us, Liberty Late Night, one word. I haven't put anything up yet.
Mixer. Okay.
What is Mixer? Oh, another platform.
Yay.
Suddenly, some fat guy's butthole appears.
Wow. Really?
That's the ads. They roll ads in the middle of your stream.
Really? Well, we'll see. We'll have to try it out. We'll give it a whirl. How about that? We'll test it out. You know,
Pizza face subs. Holy shit, man.
I'm just eating now at this point.
To give us guys, okay, I want to be clear that we have our own Patreon and we have our own Patreon group, which we don't do a whole lot in, but we should start. But we operate within the Liberty Memes community groups, and Liberty Memes has a Patreon. That's where we do our after parties. So if you want to get in on Liberty Memes Patreon group, it usually takes a couple days to actually get in, but it's patreon.com/Liberty Memes.
For Liberty Memes, yeah.
But if you want to support what we're doing, it's patreon.com/Liberty Late Night.
Your comments are getting nerfed. What?
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 Hey, Celeste.
Hi, Celeste. Oh, hey.
Oh, man, I don't even know if I should open this thing because I'm starting to feel all
Don't
the...
even. Don't. Save it for tomorrow,
Maybe
baby.
I'll save it tomorrow.
Yeah.
The juice will stay locked up a little bit longer.
Juice.
Juice. The juice will stay locked up a little bit longer.
Oh, no. I got
Oh, what'd you do? Oh, is that the
fucking
butter?
garlic sauce. Butter garlic sauce. All right. I got to go change my shirt.
Juice. It's juice. I want to be clear, in case the Zuck is watching. I'm talking about this crazy ass thing I bought.
Yeah.
It's freaking huge.
Ginormous.
It's basically competing with Four Loko, but if I don't feel like driving all the way to the liquor store, I get some kind of. Hey, I gotta not read those because we're gonna get deplatformed.
Yeah. Oh, I did
Not see that coming.
Yeah.
I did not see that coming.
Love you guys so much. Thanks
Oh, yeah,
for
we
hanging
gotta end
out.
this.
We are going to.
And we're gonna turn off the mics this time because I don't know what's going on.
Well, I'm going to go upstairs and.
Wait, are we not
try
allowed
get
to do
this-
alcohol in a YouTube video?
What?
We'll find a home.
We'll find a home.
Yeah.
Give me a beer, Dave.
I'm not.
Right now.
I'm not expecting YouTube to monetize me, anyways.
Oh yeah, no. We just want to reach more people.
What are you looking
after
for?
party.
What do
a
you want?
beer.
You want a fog or a new juice?
I'll take a fog. LMPM. So go to LM Patreon members, Liberty Memes Patreon members.
Oh, look what I got! Shots.
So. Oh, I gotta put my ears in to hear that, but I'm just gonna dance to it anyway. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at you.
I got all kinds
Coming
of
with
buttons.
all the stuff, yeah. Again, this was super fun. Liberty Doll, thanks for hanging out. It was a great time. Like, seriously, so much fun chatting with you. Yeah.
Mary has the perfect white girl hands.
Do I?
What does
Are
that
they?
mean?
I don't even know what that means. What does that mean? I guess so. Thanks. Thank you. I mean, thank you. I have to learn how to take a compliment. Like, I'm assuming that's a compliment. Hi, fruit fly. I have a fruit fly that likes to just hang out near my beer.
Oh, I got another new thing
Holy shit. What?
for. I don't know. I was gonna say for Halloween, but
Stain. Oh, does it make noise?
not really.
It's
just
creepy.
kind of there. It's outside the window.
It looks like an alien.
Just kind of chills outside the window.
Yeah, it's kind of, but that's fun though. Like, just put
Yeah.
that in there at some point, like without
Yeah, I was
telling
just
anybody,
looking
and
for
it's
stuff.
like, woo! Oh, hey, white girls are the best. Wow.
Did we say hi to everybody? I know Aaron's here.
Yeah, definitely.
You done messed up, AA Ron.
I don't think we saw Ray or Gary.
Did you say? Well, I'm not a basic bitch, you know. I don't wear Uggs, and I don't really care for pumpkin spice lattes. I like pumpkin pie, but
You know, I'm sick of walking in the beer distributor and seeing all this weird ass shit showing up on the counter or something new.
there's certain things that are good. Like, we know pumpkin is really good.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, it is. But like, it's also really potent.
I like that Warlock. That's the one
Yeah.
I like. It's the
Yeah.
pumpkin mixed with
Halloween
the stout.
stream. Yes, this year. Did I have hiccup? I must have hiccuped. Like, what should I call a hiccup burp? We last year, I got like this ear infection and all this bullshit. Like, just my head
Bullshit.
hurt, and I didn't get to get the stuff I wanted for Halloween. But yes, we're gonna do a Halloween stream this year. We're gonna dress up. Yep. We're gonna dress up. Yeah. I am the badasses. Day Mary and Night Mary. Woo!
He called it by name. He went to Starbucks and ordered a basic bitch pumpkin spice latte. Oh, basic white bitch. I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh.
Pumpkin is a pumpkin ale
Beer.
or something.
Yeah. Southern
But-
Tier, actually, I think.
Yeah, I think it is.
Mm-hmm.
But it's super expensive. But they have the one called Warlock, which is that mixed with a stout, and it's like high octane, little sweet.
Some of it's too sweet for me
Mm-hmm.
though, like too sweet. Yeah, and then they like do the rim with like sugar and like cinnamon and stuff, and oh,
Man, we're already doing bonus
Yeah.
time. Usually we
Yeah.
leave by 11:30. We're after
I
midnight
know.
now.
She said potent.
Death Wish
Death
pumpkin
Wish
coffee.
pumpkin coffee. Oh wait,
We have Death Wish at
Death Wish.
Tops here.
do we were talking about this on the stream
Yeah.
last time?
Yeah, I see the ads
So-
on my Facebook.
I'm not pledging allegiance. I'm just trying to give her. I'll just. Oh gosh, yeah, I'm hiccuping, hiccup burps. So, what's on here? Oh, liquid, sugar-free, pumpkin spice coffee creamer. I might try
I
that.
don't know. We're not into sugar free though.
You know,
Usually that's an accident.
but what was so? Oh, what I love is, and
Dig
I
it,
think
Joel.
they have it out all the time now. But it's the peppermint
1901 roast
chocolate or peppermint chocolate. What is that one?
Oh, the mocha?
Yeah,
Peppermint mocha?
Yeah, I think it might be out all the time, which kind of wrecks
No,
it. But I
it's
only
winter.
buy it. I only buy it
It's
in the
Christmas,
wintertime.
but it's a
Christmas.
broad.
Yay!
broad-
Oh, you're diabetic. Okay, well then, yeah, definitely. If you
Yeah.
enjoy that, that's and you can have something like that. I sprayed so much pumpkin spice. Wait, what? Wow.
Hi, Andy. You okay?
Hi, Andy.
Do you need an adult? Are you all right?
Are you looking for your parents? Is everything okay? Joel has to work in the desert tomorrow, so if I send this tomorrow too, it's only because
I'd like to
bedtime.
see the desert,
Well, be
never
safe,
live
Joel.
near the desert. Mm-hmm.
Hydrate. Take a ton of water.
If your pee is yellow, you're not hydrated enough. It should be closer to clear.
Yeah. You'd like to get, I'm thinking of the coffee creamer, like you'll come home with some kind of crazy, like, caramel macchiato,
Yeah.
like, type thing, or some, like, chocolatey, like, Dave loves chocolate ice cream, like, when, like a
Like,
double chocolate
super
with chocolate.
sick chocolate.
Yeah, like, that's his thing. It's like
That's why I'm reaching for that dark chocolate ice cream. Like I
Yeah.
want an ice cream that's bitter.
Yeah. Chocolate with chocolate inside of it, with chocolate pieces inside, with chocolate swirls, with chocolate ice cream, you know? And I'm like, wow.
Brownies
like,
in
that
there.
is, like,
Throw some
way
brownies and
too
then put some
much.
chocolate syrup on top.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah. Donnie, you have to work in the swamp? Be safe, because you know what lives in the swamp. I mean, you know. You know.
Things live in the swamp.
But alligators, though. Right?
Oh, yeah, but
yeah,
they're
down in
fine.
Florida. No, yeah.
Wow, Thomas, settle down.
Wait, are we talking about
I forgot. I don't know where
Cinnabon?
he's coming from.
Are we talking about Cinnabon now?
Oh, the
Louis C.K.
Louis C.K. The hot jizz sauce.
Yes, the hot jizz sauce.
Ogres live in swamps.
Yes.
Ogres have layers.
I do love Cinnabon, though. And I do love to get extra frosting.
Hot jizz sauce.
Frosting. I call it frosting.
Faggoty hot jizz sauce.
That whole thing was hilarious. I'm sorry. I know people might he might not be like PC anymore, Louis C.K., but I love him. I love him. Oh. No, Andy, Sean's back. You can tag actual Sean. You don't have to
Yeah, Sean's back.
Yeah, you don't have to tag Nace. You can tag Sean.
And I feel
yeah.
so bad because he's not going to watch Wednesday's stream. So I'm sorry, anybody who streams on Wednesday.
Oh, why isn't he?
Because I forgot to put his freaking memes up here. I'm going to do it. It's going to be in the after party. Don't tag him yet.
Yep.
I like how you laugh.
Paris, even birds are chained to the sky. Wow, that's some deep shit, Joel. What? I don't know,
Dude,
but that's like
don't be dropping that shit on me.
later I'm gonna be laying in bed like
We watched the Dave Chappelle. Yeah,
oh
we
my
watched
gosh.
it.
Yeah,
I love
it is.
that's what
Yeah.
the biggest thing I love about stand-up comedy is that it's like the last bastion of free speech
Mm-hmm.
because they can just say, "I'm kidding."
Yeah.
I can say whatever I want, and I'm kidding.
But the thing is, though,
But you gotta keep pushing those
Yeah.
boundaries back because they keep coming in so hard.
I think he just took this as an opportunity to say all the things that it's going to just trigger everybody.
He did.
You know what I mean? Not the old
we
things.
talked about this, yeah.
Yeah, like not the old stuff that,
Yeah.
would trigger people, but like the newest
the
stuff.
new triggers.
The new triggers, yeah.
Because the old triggers,
Yeah.
like we said, like normally we'd watch we'd watch
thinking that.
comedy and they'd start ripping on Christians because that's super edgy, and like religion and stuff like that, and it's like
real
ooh,
good.
but now it's like it's cool to rip on Christians. That's fine. But don't put trannies in the back seat. You guys are just making this trip longer.
That was
Fucking lost
who did
it, man.
The Simpsons.
Yeah.
Was it Liberty Means did the Simpsons? Yeah.
Just making this trip longer.
Oh, boy.
Oh fuck,
Yeah.
Maze caught it. He knows what's going on. He's mad at me.
So we're gonna in the LMPM
gonna
after
fix it.
party. Yeah, we're gonna put in whatever it is that. Wait. Oh, Andy, your dad. Oh, you're looking for your parents. Oh boy. Okay. Never using Sean Hatchie again. All right, guys. So Dave's gonna work on something for the after party.
Did Sean Hatchie get zucked again already? Don't ban Sean Hatchie. Don't ban Sean Hatchie. Don't shadow ban Sean Hatchie. I don't know. There's so many freaking groups.
Thanks everybody for coming out. This was so much fun. We
Yeah.
love you all. This is what we like Friday nights.
Yeah, catch
Awesome.
this. I think this is going to be the new style. We're going to do this.
Yeah.
I like getting that
Doing
extra reach on YouTube.
Yeah.
We're going to kind of start reaching out a little more.
Yeah.
So make sure
Meet
you
some new people.
follow the YouTube page if you're there. Give this stream a like. Can you do that?
Yeah.
I don't
Hi,
know.
Ben.
Oh
Holy
my
shit,
gosh! Hi,
Benjamin
Ben.
Dudley. Yes.
It's
Oh
so
my
long.
gosh. Yes.
But yeah, if you're on the YouTube, give it a like or whatever options it gives you. Ring the bell, subscribe to the channel, do all that stuff, and
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
be notified when we come back on and hang out. If
Come
you're on
like
our
our
Facebook
Facebook
page,
Yep.
because sometimes we just, I don't know, we're all over the place. Hit us up. Hit us up on all
Facebook.
platforms.
Good night, Donnie. Can't wait to see you. Tuesday, we'll be back. Right?
So-
Are we gonna do Tuesday?
Yeah,
thing?
we always
Yeah.
do Tuesday. Tuesday's always in Patreon. Well,
Okay. But Friday for sure. We'll see you Friday for sure. Yeah.
yeah, we'll
Yeah.
figure
And we'll
something
see you in LLN community, Donnie, for sure.
out. Yeah, join LM
Yeah,
community. Maybe we'll start
definitely,
doing more in
definitely.
there. We should be our own animal. All right, good
Yeah.
night, guys.
Love you.
I don't like your T-Series. Nothing personal, kid. But I must go all out. Just this once. Bob's or Vagana, whichever will it be. Set the fuck down, T-Series. I'm here to spill the real tea. You tryna dethrone me from spot on number one, but you India, you lose. So best think you haven't won. When I'm through with you, we're gonna be completely fucking done. Cause we only just begun. I review you. Zero by bitch gone. So come on, T-Series. Looking hungry for some drama. Here, let me serve you bitch lasagna. Bitch lasagna. Bitch lasagna. T-Series ain't nothing but a bitch lasagna. Bitch lasagna. Bitch lasagna. Look at T-Series, they just crying for their mama. Bitch lasagna. Bitch lasagna. T-Series ain't nothing but a bitch lasagna. Bitch lasagna. Bitch lasagna. T-Series just whip himself in their pajamas. So who the hell is Bob and why you wanna kiss him? Ew. I'm a blue-eyed white dragon while you're just dark magician. You got a fifth of the population in your nation, but I got 9-year-olds the world's a whole, your defecation. Oops, multipatlo, what the fuck is that even supposed to mean? Your language sounds like it come from a mumble rap community. No papa, yes papa, Johnny. Now download the sugar and let's throw this fucking party with some bitch lasagna, bitch lasagna. Look at T-Series, they just crying for their mama. Bitch lasagna, bitch lasagna. T-Series ain't nothing but a bitch lasagna. Bitch lasagna, bitch lasagna. Look at T-Series, they just wet in their pajama. Bitch lasagna, bitch lasagna. T-Series ain't nothing but a bitch lasagna. You got a population of 1.32 billion, but most your videos can't seem to hit even a million. Subbot!
Magic potty, baby, your bottle's all done. If potty training time will be so much fun. I help you with your training dance, you make me so proud. Your potty feels like magic, then it flushes out loud.
It's fun to help Magic Potty Baby learn to use her potty. Flush and you're ready for next time.
Magic potty, baby, I'm so glad that you're mine.
Magic Potty Baby and her Magic Potty. No water, no mess. Batteries not included.